All right, and we are live, and it is the My Part of Town podcast. I'm a couple minutes late, but I'm up in here. I'm actually sitting here shirtless, but I don't need to be on screen. I always love to bring the logo up to start the shows. Great for thumbnails and great for the show start. Welcome to the My Part of Town podcast, which is a show all about Philadelphia, the food, the fun, the drinks, the craziness and madness that goes on in the town. I'm Mr. CD Enforcer, a.k.a. Poppy Carlo, the bad boy, a.k.a. Black Jesus. And that's what I do in my free time. The Philly bio of the week is the infamous, the ignominious, the most dangerous Bill Cosby. I've been dodging this for a while. Nope, it's time to do Bill goddamn Cosby as our Philly bio of the week. I'm gonna send out the links to my guys. I do comedy on Mondays, Volo on Saturdays. Today, I'm going to torture you with my terrible rap music. So you guys are going to be forced to listen to Mr. CD Enforcer's rap music. I don't care if you like it or not. Also, shout out to Jay Williams being back out of jail. People may not know who Jay Williams is, but he's back out of jail. You know, let me get myself on camera here. Let me see here. Hold up. I ain't got no shirt on. I'm not even dressed. I'm not ready for the show. Okay? I ain't got no shirt on. Don't you judge me. And whatnot. The point is, shout out to Jay Williams, who just got out of jail after a little tussle up. He's been out for 9 years, got caught up in something stupid, and he is back out, and we love it. But I'm going to get some videos going. I'm going to put some clothes on so you guys don't have to stare at my nips, because I think on YouTube, showing my nips might be like a thing. You guys do this? Maybe? I don't know. But anyway, we're going to get this all organized, get the links out, get some videos going, and then we're going to get into the show and get into the throwdown with the brothers that'll go down, and we'll see how it is. Let me get organized, and I'm going to get these videos up. Let's me dance pop. Okay. I think I'm supposed to be doing a show right now. Oh well, doesn't matter. Who cares, right?
You gotta believe. 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 You gotta believe.
Ha! Yeah. Believing in the words I'm saying. Niggas out here wildin' playing. You niggas on some bullshit. What about some bullshit? Talk about the one bullshit. Ha! You faking in the fuck that. Wanna tell me how they going in with the gut shot? Hitters like a copper on the day chill block. Jumping niggas out the running cause they kill out. But you tell me how you doing when you're cooked out. All my niggas cause they fucking cause they hooked out. Tell you how we run it back. Break it to the niggas that be running down the joint attack. Money on the joint hot. Wanna stop in the top, wanna drop in the spot. When we hitting the rock, when we getting to the left, you be jabbing his face. Motherfuckers thought he would play shot in the face. Ha! Better duck and knock, when the shotgun hitting everybody in the rock. When the people, people that be jumping like rock. You all going to the hole, then I'm banging like better watch the rim. Yo, I tell you how the niggas that be getting it in. Yo, motherfuckers that be getting the spin. Say it, yo. Yo, talk about the way we doing it, the people's going. All the people out there will never steady flowing. All the niggas that will never fucking chewing. Always gotta finish shit, cause you're going. Going for the God like getting the rock. Yo, it's Jesus on the motherfucker making it mic. Then the breakers down the motherfucker making it tight. When they're grabbing on your chest, you better like spike. Hurt now. You better believe.
You gotta believe. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. You gotta believe.
Yeah.
I tell you what that I'm playing. I'm running the bush and I'm staying. I'm working my house and I'm begging. I'm spouting the thing that I'm not forgetting. I'm going for brothers that breaking and breaking the things that they taking. They riding for beats and they driving their grease and they looking for eats and they riding for beats and they build. Constructing a place in the city. We building a job for the baby. But niggas is hurting no pretty. The kids that be working in school. The dudes that be acting a fool. The mamas are true. The babies they cool. They get it up, ooh. They break it up, ooh. Breaking the thing, breaking the taking the chain. I tell you the things that I say. I'm never gonna act no straight. I tell you I go when I play. I'm working on face and I'm grabbing the days and I tell you I don't be no late. I say it, I'm going on bird. I do it to sit like a church. I'm back in the box like a back of the truck and I'm back in the back and I'm black and I'm black. Breaking I'm down and I'm running up go. Breaking the place and I tell you the wall. Worry about starting, I'm rolling up, rolling up, rolling up, rolling up, rolling up, rolling up. You gotta believe. 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 You gotta.
Always be in my life.
My days are always dark until I met my wife. My baby gone and the things on, she always be in my life. My days are always dark until I met my wife. My baby gone and the things on, she always be in my life. My life. My baby's gone and the things on my life. My baby's gone and the things on my life. My baby's gone and the things on my life. My baby gone and the things on my life.
My life when you hold me, man. My love when you hold me, man. I'm proud when you hold me. Damn, that ain't it when you want me. Damn, got me close to my ice, got me close to my ice, got me flip, then I trip, then I skip top. Got me close to my rice, got me going to the bank, then I get my money, then I flip top. Got me running to the store, got me riding on the walls, got me running for the doors when they get back. I'm a niggas that be thugs, they be running for the drugs, they be gunning for the shorties that be hit back. I'm on niggas that be out when they running for the south, then they tell us how we going, so we hit that. When they coming for the good, and we take it for the wood, and we want to have you, and we hit that. Then we show you ain't running it out. Give it to the people that be gunning it out. Pour it on the babies that be turning it out. And my mom that be hurt because they fucking it out. Then they coming for the things that be working it back. Then they get a couple checks with the government tax. Then they gonna never say son niggas are back. Then they get them out of jail because they put in the back. Yo, sorry, can't go, stop them up. Yo, she like all niggas to the gun, the gun. Full cold fucking rock till they go with the front. Then they jump with them down 30 years in the what? What? Huh? 30 years in the gun. What? Huh? 30 years in the gun. Yo, full couple rocks years in the gun. For the taking them down, for the slap in the butt. Man, never shooting somebody right kids. Don't wait about things what you with. Don't say nothing, they get up doing the biz. We worry about the niggas that be getting it. What? Say the fact, then we tell them never do it, so we give it a check. Now I'm running it back. And I love me the world, you running it back.
My days always dark until I met my wife. My baby gone and the things on, she always be in my life. My days is always dark until I met my wife. My baby's gone and the things on, she always be in my life. My life. My baby's gone and the things on my life. My baby's gone and the changes on my life. My baby's gone and the changes on my life. My baby's gone and the changes on my life. Yeah. Every time I do, I lay your love and hits me hard and make me go, make me go. Every time I do, I lay your love and hits me hard and makes me go. Yeah. Baby girl, what you say, what you do? Every time I take my time, I look at you. Talk about my baby looking like you got the food up in the food. Ooh, better work it out. Cause I love it, baby girl, you got to work it out. But every time I figure out to lay with you, it be some new type of shit that you won't wanna fool. Every time I do, I lay your love and hits me hard and make me go. Make me go. Every time I do, I lay your love and hits me hard and make me go. Make me go. Yeah. I remember first time was a sunny day. Came out on the street with the cousin play. I saw a girl, she looking so perfect, right? I saw her body, she looking so good and tight. Got to grab her on stool, then I took her to my place, had to talk to her cool. Then we laid around and we acted like fool. Then we made love all night, made her body drool. Every time I do, I lay your love and hits me hard and make me go. Make me go. Every time I do, I lay your love and hits me hard and makes me go. Make me go. Yeah, baby girl. A few years later, I played a few weird things, but I paid her. I figured, yo, she hitting home was like a bucket. And yeah, we do it all night and then suck it. Whoa. Yo, we want to ride. Now we made a couple, baby, yeah, we keeping it tight. Now we're building on the house and it's going to cool. But I put another layer acting. Every time I do, I lay your love and hits me hard and make me go. Every time I do, I lay your love and hits me hard and make me go. Make me go. Yeah, bitch. I'm sick of all your shit, now I'm out the house. You don't chillin' on the street, fuck it. Grab a couple billies cause I'm gone. Grab your bitch, say fuck you till it's all on. I see your ass cook, see your ass is smoke. Don't go in like coke, you better run it, fuck it back, bitch. I'm going on hard, I'm about to take it to my home and get to yelling, they got
You got something going on.
Yelling, nigga.
I'm gonna get you out of the street, and I'm gonna send the people to come get you. I'm gonna send a man to
why
come
you
get you.
got so many layers to your baby girl?
I'm gonna send my cousin Tyrone to come get you. I'm gonna send that new nigga I met my job to come get you. I'm gonna send everybody to. I'm even gonna fuck a couple lesbian bitches so I can send them to get you too. Fuck you, nigga, you done.
Yo, they got me wound up, baby. Yeah, they put out Black Trump out of the grave, baby.
Wound up, things get dirty. Wound up, get it dirty. Wound up, and my money back. Wound up, you about to get black.
Yeah, Black Trump wound up on it every day. I'm driving around the city, mad as fuck. Hey, you pussy niggas better run, you owe me game. I'm in some fucking payback shit like, hey, yo, every nigga that owe me, every nigga that see me, every nigga that talk, he going down tonight. We coming round tonight, huh? You better feel it, niggas. Yo, Black Trump like get my reparations back. Get 'em. Black Trump like couple cyphers in the rack. Black Trump like couple JFK days. Dallas going crazy. The world is in the haze. 4 bodies in a couple days, a few hours. 48 of them. 48 towers, 48 powers. You tried to hold us back, and then they sold us crack. It's time to take it back.
Wound up, things get dirty. Wound up, get it dirty. Wound up, and my money back. Wound up, you about to get black.
Yeah, Black Truck sick of Tommy. Yeah, lunch was good this time. We get out here and take it to these pussy niggas, man. Let's go get these niggas done. Yo. Afternoon times what you call for the evening. Urban type broken shit, got to do with Steven. Balance shit out to your niggas that be coming hotter. Like I'm Goku on my fire head, the hot rider. Yeah, only pain makes me stronger. Pain makes me longer. The pain makes me hunger for your heart, soul, pussy. Don't worry about the things we getting out, we grab it out, we getting stuff. Yeah, Yo, the city is wrong, and the cops is coming hard, cause the people will fall. Cause we got no power, got no dough, we got no balance. Yo, we got no feeling for the same old people intent. We talk about the talking lights, get chick, we can't go full. Yo, we talk about the women and the men we on pool. Talk about who fault it is, we out here acting like fool. Yo, it's gotta make you drool, yo, like you on the stool, done shit. Make a nigga jump and bug shit. Until he take it to the house, crack it up, take it out, son shit. And then he got shit, he hot ride shit, then he drop by shit. It's
Wound up, they get bloody. Wound up, get it. Wound up, and I'm gonna die. Wound up, about to get black. Oh.
Can't take everybody from 1619 to 2019. Happy 400th anniversary, yo. They're not gonna fix it. We're gonna have to fix it ourselves, y'all. Listen to the story. Yo. 100 years and you've been holding my stock back. It's time for reparations, time for getting the block back. Give me the block back. It's time for all the change, nigga. Give me the block back. I'ma be the Nipsey, nigga. Give me the block back. I'ma be the Biggie, nigga. Give me the block back. I'ma be the Pop, nigga. Give me the block back. I'ma be the Danny, gonna give me the block back. Give me the block back. Give me the block back.
I need the block back for the day. There's the smell of blood on the curb, smelling red. Man, only dying for the pay we got. Only dying for the stupid shit you put it right. It started at the Vietnam War, you sent him home. What a bunch of heroin, the way you bent the bone. Sent him back to the grip of babies in the moon. Then they hurt us, then they grabbed the pain and took us
100
home.
years and you've been holding my stock back. It's time for reparations, time for getting the block back. Give me the block back. It's time for all the change, nigga. Give me the block back. I'ma be the Nipsey, nigga. Give me the block back. I'ma be the Biggie, nigga. Give me the block back. I'ma be the Pop, nigga. Give me the block back. I'ma be the Danny, gonna give me the block back. Give me the block back. Give me the block
I
back.
want the block back. I need the soundtrack. And that's why I did up in the end and now I wild that. And now I'm reformed. And now I'm back on live. I got put the fucking whole shit upon my legs. And now we out here selling and doing legal wise. We ain't got no guns, ain't got no shit up in the eyes. And then the hater come around and take us all down. And now the blood is coming from us, and I'm screaming round. I'm the one that living for my babies and my kiddies, y'all. And why you taking from the niggas and my brother brown? And every time we come around and hold the building, y'all. He always take it down and burn it till we kill it, y'all. He always take the message from us and you ring them down. And then you always screaming, why now? Stop your crying and your bullshit. Stop party killing all your niggas on the hate.
100 years and you've been holding my stock back. It's time for reparations, time for getting the block back. Give me the block back. It's time for all the change, nigga. Give me the block back. I'ma be the Nipsey, nigga. Give me the block back. I'ma be the Biggie, nigga. Give me the block back. I'ma be the Pop, nigga. Give me the block back. I'ma be the Danny, gonna give me the block back. Give me the block back. Give me the block back.
Oh why, the lies you tell me. Oh why, I'm cold and lonely. Fuck me one time, babe, and I'll be your swear. Just shake you out of my head.
Yeah, call the crews the whiskers. Better than bitch niggas. Pull up strong vehicular. The dripping hard ridiculous. Baby, stop holding my strap. I'm pulling a D up a cat. Always be closing the trap. Nah, man, the block is high. 12 gun and block, don't shoot your shot. Ha, Yeah, my baby keeping it cool. Balancing got it a rule. Protecting my baby a fool. The game is me knowing the blues, huh? You're gonna lose, nigga. Because you fucked around and slept in fucking stills, nigga. It ain't who you are, it's what you fucking do, nigga. You fuck niggas ain't never had a clue, nigga. I'm always on my Nick Cannon, call me chill, nigga. What you figure, ayy? What you figure, ayy? What you figure, ayy? What you figure, ayy?
Why, the lies you told me, why, I'm cold and lonely. Won't me one time, babe, and I'll be your square. Just shake you out of my head. Why, the lies you told me, why, I'm cold and lonely. Won't me one time, babe, and I'll be your square. My tea's for two. That's you with the loving in me. My tea's for two. That's you with the loving in me.
Yo, the C-I-double-O-C. Come on and kick it with me. The scavengers love bottom feed. Just call me a guy for the sea. Don't you know who the fuck you are? Reincarnate energy from distant star. Fuck this, fuck that. Rather run and Jason tuck that. Things that make my baby buzz back. Wireless niggas take yaks out your hand. Be so blind and got tricked by Obama plan.
That's you with the loving in me. My tea's for two. That's you with the loving in me.
Man, Tony 2020 and a kick in the can. Pulling problems like fan. Fucking rolling like Dan. Swagger hoodies made for stopping another Ku Klux and Klan. Shit. Fuck you niggas talking about. Always traveling in that bumpy route. God damn, man. Yeah, you niggas fucking it all. Pushing on them empty bodies. Stay on the call. It ain't over, little nigga. What the fuck you gon' do? Every day is due awakening. Nigga boo-hoo. Jordan wanna put you in the face by your number two. Jordan wanna put you in the face by your number two. Jordan wanna put you in the face by your number two.
My tea's for two. That's you with the loving in me. My tea's for two. That's you with the loving in me. Drink. My tea's for two. That's you with the loving in me. My tea's for two. That's you with the loving in me. Drink.
I'm really just looking for you. I'm really just for you. Know what you do, don't worry about it. I've been here looking for you. I know.
This is a Ryan Little production.
Can't wait to see my baby tonight. You feel alright.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
I'ma just be calling for you. I'ma just be calling for you.
Yeah,
I'ma just be
touching these
calling
fucking
for you.
numbers, yo.
I'ma just be calling.
I'm looking, I don't
Can't wait
find
to
you,
see
ma.
my baby
Where you at?
tonight.
Huh?
You feel
Yo,
alright.
it's been a long motherfucking day.
Oh,
Yo, check it out.
I'ma just be calling for you. I'ma just be calling for you. I'ma just be calling for you. I'ma just be calling for
Yeah,
you.
black trumpet don't play that. Long night, don't stay that. Looking for my girl all night, and then keep it tight, and then I chill it back, and then I roll. Couple L's to the face, rolling back in like a mace. It's probably dancing and I chase. Then I go to the house and then I go to chill. I bring it back and then I ill. We keep it on so real. Red my shoe. It's what I'm out there buying. I'm working hard, then dying. Getting purchased, man. I'm crying. We go to the pain, then I chill. I'm worried out, I feel. I cry, then I pill. I'm busting cats, don't worry that. Don't worry about it. Don't throw back. My niggas go out, cause we get it down. We going out, bro, girls now.
Can't wait to see my baby tonight. You feel alright. Oh, I'ma just be calling for you. I'ma just be calling for you. I'ma just be calling for you. I'ma just be calling. Can't wait to see my baby tonight. You feel alright. Oh, I'ma just be calling for you. I'ma just be calling for you. I'ma just be calling for you. I'ma just be calling for you.
Every time I see that pussy go, drop it all the way on the floor. Bounce that ass one time. Booty so fat, yeah, it's going up now. DJ, yeah, he's smoking on the loud. So he know, she know. Tell a girl, telephone. Smoking on that lie, yeah, telephone. Yeah, that's lie. Yeah, we in there now, you know. Smoking on that joint, yeah, we in that zone. Got that weed by the pack, yeah, we in there smoking no whack. What you want? Yeah, we waxed up. Got the dab going. We smoking and we in and then we here going. We got your baby, yeah, she in there throwing pussy. Gone.
2 days of victorious day, feeling blessed in every way. God is on my side, so glad that he provides, giving me life, health, and strength. When times are tough, I call the link. I stay strong and right. I stand up for the fight, and I say yes I can. I can be a Christian man. I can do what he wants me to do. I stay cool, lifted. I'm uplifted, ain't nobody can bring me down. Lifted. I'm uplifted, my feet won't touch the ground. Lifted, I'm uplifted, ain't nobody bring me down. Lifted, I'm uplifted, my feet won't touch the ground. No time for negativity, because I'm free. No holds are holding me. No way, no way. Rising, yes I'm rising. Climbing, yes I'm climbing. To the top of life. No chains or strife. Overcoming every day. A warrior in every way. Give a glory to the Most High. Because of him, I can fly. He made me fly, y'all. Hey. I'm flying. Thank you, Lord. I'm flying because of you. I'm uplifted. Yeah, lifted. I'm uplifted, ain't nobody bring me down. Lifted, I'm uplifted. He won't touch the ground. Lifted, I'm uplifted, ain't nobody bring me down. Lifted, I'm uplifted. He won't touch the ground. Lifted, I'm uplifted, ain't nobody bring me down. Lifted, I'm uplifted. He won't touch the ground. Lifted, I'm uplifted, ain't nobody bring me down. Lifted. I'm uplifted, he won't touch the ground. Y'all, it's time to get uplifted, y'all. I know y'all wanna dance. Let's do this. It's time for you, my brother. Yo, yeah. Let's talk about the 10 rules. Keep them like a good black tools. No copy for one, no engraved rock, son. Don't take the name bad one. Sunday be the good fun. Dad and mom be the 1-1. Don't kill, no searching for it's real. Don't steal, don't try to get a deal. Don't touch your friend's white beard. Lifted, I'm uplifted, nobody bring me down. Lifted, I'm uplifted, he won't touch the ground. Lifted, I'm uplifted, nobody bring me down. Lifted, I'm uplifted, he won't touch the ground. Lifted, I'm uplifted, nobody bring me down. Lifted, I'm uplifted, he won't touch the ground. Lifted, I'm uplifted, nobody bring me down. Lifted, come on y'all, y'all like to dance? Touch the ground. Left, right to left, left, ain't nobody right to left, left, right to left, left, right to left, left, right to left, left, ain't nobody right to left, left, right to left. Lift your hands, lifted. I'm uplifted, nobody bring me down. Lifted, I'm uplifted, he won't touch the ground. Lifted, I'm uplifted, nobody bring me down. Lifted, are you really uplifted, y'all? I think he won't touch the ground. Just dance one time, dance one time. I said dance one time, dance one time. Said dance one time, dance one time. Are you uplifted? Yeah. Come on, get it. I see you. Lifted. Yeah.
are live. Fuller might have to unmute himself if he's awake over there. And we are live at the My Part of Town podcast show about Philadelphia and things going on in the city of Philly and the news and everything that's going on out in this world today. Food, drinks, fun. Might have Mr. BAS pop in. Bolo might be asleep too, so I might be running this bad boy off the top of the dick. Oh no, he unmuted himself. He right there. What's going on, Bolo?
Yeah, I'm in and out.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. So at the beginning of every show, we always do like a kind of basic wrap up just to discuss what's been going on the last day or so. There's always a day or two between our shows. But we always want to do some wrap up stuff because you never know what happened. So any wrap up stuff for the last day or two?
Nah, I mean, we straight in school mode, man. So it's every day. It's just a little bit of mathematics and trying to, you know, elevate off of that in the young boy, you know.
Yeah. So they started school like last week or a week or two ago or something?
Yeah, they started last week, and last week was cool. This week, you know, it's back to work. So, you know, last week we talked about the mean, median, and mode, and he needed a little refresher on that. Today we went straight. You know, actually Monday he came home, was like, we straight algebra again. So he all upset. You know, so we've been in that mode of, you know, learning our algebraic arithmetic and trying to get back, stay on top of it, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's how it is and whatnot. That's how the game be.
Yeah.
Fix my camera here.
Well, we have fun doing it, you know what I'm saying? We, you know, do his homework, do that, and then we eat a little bit, and then, play a little quick video game or whatever, and then keep it moving from there.
Cool. That's I'm just trying to put my camera like right near where my screen is at, so I can kind of be looking at the camera and the screen somewhat simultaneously.
Yeah, let me plug up before my battery die.
All right, that's how I get you. Anything else going on? Any Philadelphia head news? What's the weather like? What's going on in Philly from your perspective?
The weather is I think we get a little bit of rain in there, and it's definitely changing. It was hot today though.
Oh yeah. Summer's still on us. I figure it's going to be Indian summer till about September, easy.
Yeah.
So I mean till August. I'm sorry, not till September. Till like late August, easy.
It was about 75 one day or something like that. It was real cool and nice one day. But it was pretty warm today, you know.
Yeah, same here. It's nice, but it's getting darker now, so it's getting cooler quick, even though it's hot during the day. Summer's over and whatnot. Yeah. So our Philly bio person of the week is Mr. Bill Cosby. I figured it was time. And I figured it's like, I needed to let people calm down for a minute.
The same as Brickface. The same week as Brickface.
I think that's the perfect time. Because she's controversial because she wilded out and it was a whole scam. At least Bill Cosby wasn't no scam. He was fucking them hoes. Allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly. I know.
That's
Bill is the original OG, man. You know.
Well, yeah, he was one of the first guys, the guys that was like as a comedian that wasn't cursing on stage. It was him. I don't even remember anybody else really. And then after him, his heir was like Sinbad, who's like, I don't curse when I do comedy and stuff and things like that. But I can't really remember nobody else that was like the no cursing comedian. I think we got the God up in here. That is the God. What up, boy?
What up,
Godson?
What up, man?
How you doing, man?
Bobby.
Good, man. Just came back in the house, about to make some dinner.
Heck yeah. Where you traveling? You on AZ?
Yup.
That's what I'm talking about. So how things going, man? What's going on with you, sir?
Oh man, everything's cool. I mean, it's life. Life is life.
Life be lifing. Life be lifing.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all right. That's all right, man.
But
So
it's all
you
about
still doing the travel around work thing, or?
Nah, right now, I'm about to start back up in a bit. Right now, I've been doing I was working with drug and alcohol rehabilitation for Native Americans. But the company
There's plenty of work for that. I was in Arizona. The res out there, I had homies who was off the res, and the Native American guys told me. He said that's all they do in the res.
Yeah, that's all. That's all they do.
That's all I do. He said he did it for years himself. And he said, but because of the packages they got, they actually do have free education and stuff like that. He said, you know what, I'm just going to get off the res and finally take advantage of these services outside of it and actually go to school and do all that. And he went to school with me to get his degree.
Yeah, it was going really well until like too many black people were doing it, and a lot of people were scamming in it as well.
So you saw Volo's name on the list. He's one of those FBA where all Native Americans, 99% of Native Americans are from Africa, and Volo and Dane Calloway.
Yeah. At the end of the day, is this is the first land. This is where the original man came from, and the original man is a melanated man. If we want to go to that space, we're nomadic beings, and we started here, left here. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at the oldest artifacts here, it literally shows us. So you know what I'm saying? But even on that tip, I'll talk with so many natives, they agree to disagree.
Well, me and Volo had to talk about this because remember, Volo, last week you said, what do I think about the whole FBA versus ADOS thing, right? Remember you asked me about that?
ADOS or FBA.
And do you remember the whole little talk I gave about it? Well, I found it kind of senseless because the whole point is to separate us from immigrants so we can get reparations. And then I went on to explain that also if we were foundational Black Americans and we were all the Native Americans, how did we get left out on every single Native American treaty? There wasn't one group of niggas that was like, nah, we getting in on this one. Not one, but we was all of them. So I think where the Native American part comes in with Black people and we mix in, it was after slavery and when people got freed and when, 2/3 of cowboys were Black. If you look at any Old West movie, the Black guys in those movies married Mexicans, Native Americans, and for some reason, light-skinned Black women. That's all they got. And it's like, look here, Celie, you go over there. I'm going to get with Annabelle. But that was the rule. And I was telling Volo that, the reason we got mixed in was, yes, we were here before. We were part of them, but I don't think we were the majority. But then after slavery, we were outcasted because I told Volo, the signs used to say, no Blacks, no Mexicans, no dogs. And I'm sure on that list was no natives. You get what I'm saying? So the point is, who else would you have sex with outside of Black people but Native Americans, Mexicans, and that? So we're all mixed in. So I can see why some Black people try to take advantage of it. But I think that we're misusing it.
Yeah, it's mad whack though, because on the unifying side of things, the natives, they don't really got nothing. They got the crumbs, but the thing is, they think someone's trying to take their crumbs. So it's
they got a bad deal. They signed a Puff Daddy.
Yeah.
They signed a Puff Daddy. So they said, we just have to get something. So they signed a Puff Daddy, not realizing.
So when it comes down to us speaking on us being native, they're like, you just trying to take what we got. And it's like,
you trying to hop on our shit.
I'm like, y'all ain't even got shit for us to take. So what you got is like,
you know what I'm saying?
It's like, what
you got a beer.
You got nuclear land that they hit your land with nukes, and also not even just nukes. Like the land that they have is the land that we used to hit with nukes a couple thousand years ago.
Yeah, they
You know
gave
what I'm saying?
him all the land we didn't want.
Yeah, they gave us land that we fucked up, like our past generations, because we already had this technology.
Yeah.
We had to reset because we fucked up. We literally blew America away from Africa.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
pretty much.
But nah, it's like it's whack because they be like, oh nah man, y'all ain't native, and then I don't even like to say the term native. I'm like indigenous. You know what I'm saying? We're all indigenous people. You know, so we all indigenous beings, and it's whack when we can't like come together. And I politic with so many, and I'd be like, you know what I'm saying? What do we got to do for us to come together? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you know what's sad about it? Because if you've ever met a lot of Native Americans and you look at the girls and the guys, now they do have very flat butts. So I guess that's the white conqueror side. But they're all very tall, very long, very lanky. The girls are all 5'9", 5'10", broad shoulders, slim and flat-chested and wide. And I used to meet 6'3" and 6'4" Native Americans all the time. And he's just like, yeah, you know, you are brother. He said even during the war days, back in the old wars, they kind of was like, yeah, we don't want to fight the black guys because they're kind of on our side. But on the same hand, there was another group of them that were like Kamala Harris and Vivek Ramaswamy, who didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's actually funny you talking about that because I had a OG native. He told me about like why they have certain pride when it comes to like the war, because the Native Americans is the ones that actually helped America win World War II.
Yeah,
because they were because the way they got the codes about dropping the nukes were the natives were actually the ones that was speaking to each other to let them know where to drop it, and they couldn't, and no one could like understand what they were saying. Only the natives knew. And that shit tripped me out when one of the elders told me, he was like, yeah, man, so this is what they did. And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I'm in the restroom real quick, fellows.
Yeah. That's right. Well, shit, are you going right now? Oh, that's his water. But they was like the original laser targeting.
Yeah, they were.
Nice. Anything else going on?
I got a lot going on.
Oh, did you have any friends that went to Burning Man and got stuck in the mud?
I got friends that went to Burning Man, but I don't think none of them got stuck in the mud.
Okay, so that was like a short thing, like a short-term thing?
What people went to Burning Man?
Oh. Yeah, because remember they had the thing on the news that said it rained, and then
it rained. It rained, but I think. You know, news makes everything bigger than what it actually is.
So, for example, let me see. But I'm gonna put some. Let me see where it is. Because you know, Chris Rock and them said they had to walk miles just to get to a truck or some shit.
Yeah, because probably because you gotta remember, Burning Man is so big that different parts and different places probably did get fucked. You know what I'm saying? And in certain other spots, you know what I'm saying, was just people was like they was already prepared for the war. They was like, I know what's gonna rain, so I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking people that are like, you know what I'm saying, they ain't about that. For real, people that ain't about that outdoor life for real. They gotta have a tent set up and all that stuff set up. They were the ones that was going through all that shit. But for the people that was there for like camping and all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying?
They're like, used to it. They were ready.
Yeah. They're like, all right, bet. This ain't nothing.
This is what you expect. Yeah, I said that last week. I said, well, Woodstock and all those other events, they had very rainy days too and whatnot. And that's kind of part of the process. It's like almost like an epic year. Like, oh, you remember the year it rained really shitty and fucked everything up?
Yeah, like you gotta remember too, on that is the energy of all those people coming together in one spot changed the weather.
Yeah.
So that itself is the reason why it didn't rain like that. They can plan and be like, oh, because you remember that big event that dude had a Firefly or something like that.
Oh yeah, the one that I don't know if it was like Ja Rule and 50 Cent. They got involved.
Yeah, it was about to go big, but when everybody came, it was a big storm came.
But they showed up and everything was fucked up.
Yeah, because a thunderstorm came in and flooded everything.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
that's the same. It's the same thing, man. So like, with those type of things, that's the energy that moves with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what can you do?
Right. So just to get some perspective on when he's talking on, CNN did a quick report on it. I'm gonna let it fly, but I want to give them a video credit. Then we're gonna check this out, and then CNN's gonna show us what happened at the event. Shout out to the commercials; they do their thing.
Wearing these clothes, I feel sexy. I feel confident.
All right, wait, I gotta skip to a video. Wait, I gotta hit skip. Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. Let me hit this.
MS couldn't stop Diplo from making it to his next concert. The DJ posted to his Instagram saying that he walked 6 miles through the mud out of the desert before hitchhiking his way out of the festival to make sure that he made it to Washington, D.C. on time.
6 miles.
And he was joined by Chris Rock in the back of a truck with a group of fans. Naturally. Diplo made it to the airport, walking barefoot on the tarmac, and posted to his Instagram, quote, "No one believed we would get to DC for the show tonight, but God did." So joining us now is 3-time Grammy Award winner Diplo. Welcome to the program.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Good. So were you barefoot and walking, duct tape and bags walking? What were we dealing with here in terms of a plan to get out?
I tried the duct tape and walking, but I had some pretty good boots that had zippers instead of ties, and they worked pretty well. They were caked with mud, so they got pretty heavy. They were like 3 pounds each at one point, so I have some pretty strong leg muscles after that walk. But when you started to walk in the mud, you kind of realized you have to stay low to the ground, and it's very slippery. And if you don't walk on where it was chewed up from tire marks, it's pretty easy to move out of there.
What was it like watching? What was it like watching other people? I mean, was there a lot of dialogue in between tents? Were people actually debating, should we leave, should we stay?
It was around Friday, I think 11 p.m. I was having dinner in our camp, and our camp next door was Chris Rock was there, Sidney Crawford, Kai Gerber, Austin Butler, Michael Kivas. A bunch of people were there that were, living in that camp. And they had the news that there's no chance of leaving tonight because there's going to be even more rain forecast. And the main issue is getting a car out of there is really impossible when it's muddy because you're going to get stuck. And if they have a lot of cars stuck on the playa, it's going to create huge traffic jams for the eventual exodus of people. So there was no information. We checked the Burning Man Twitter, and I think at 10 a.m. we said, let's regroup and see if we can walk out of here. And I said, that's the only way we can do it is we can walk out. And we planned an excursion that next morning, and I think we headed out, me and about 20 other people, and we just walked. And we didn't see many people on the road, and we kept walking. They said the gate was closed. It's a general term for the gate. The gate wasn't allowing cars in because people come to Burning Man the last day for the burn. They love the Sunday and the Saturday, but there's no actual gate to open or close. It's just the matter of the mud ends and a paved road begins. And that paved road goes to Gerlach, Nevada, and we had to walk to that paved road.
Are you still in contact with people there?
Most of my friends did get out. I mean, a lot of the DJ friends that I had were all asking me how I do it, and I give them all advice. And I think like 10 of my friends that had worked this weekend, because it's Labor Day weekend, of course, we have to work. We all made it out. A lot of my friends made it out. Some of them are still there in the camp. They're having a good time.
Did anybody find the irony in the fact that he said it's Labor Day weekend and we have to work? What do you think about that, Bolo?
I was off.
Okay. What do you think about that, Wabi?
I think that was weird as fuck to go, we got work and it's Labor Day.
Yeah, that was the craziest shit. And he said it casual as fuck, didn't he? But I assume these guys right here, their logic was, I got a lot of money, I gotta go do a show, so fuck that shit, I'm gonna walk, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Excellent. So I usually break the show down to several things. I was gonna do Philly news. Any other topics on your mind, Volo?
Nah, I got rare opportunity to get paid, for not working on Labor Day, which is funny. When I first joined the labor force, no, not for the labor force, but I was with CBS back then. They used to pay us for all the holidays, and then that shit just changed over the, from the different policies over the, 5 years that I worked for them and shit, which is funny as shit. But now I'm in a corp that pays me for all the holidays. I think I even got paid for Juneteenth and shit.
Juneteenth, it is a national holiday.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? Guys like Vivek Ramaswamy and them are like, oh, we don't need Juneteenth. But even before it was a holiday, we already used to kind of celebrate it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very interesting. But he, according to those kind of guys, it's something different. So let's see what's going on in sports and current news. So the Eagles won this past week.
Big game tomorrow.
Yeah. Who they got?
The
They got Minnesota.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna tell you something that I've learned after years and years and years. Kirk Cousins is the devil. He's gonna throw like 380 yards. He always busts our ass, bro. Kirk Cousins always busts. We should win that game, but Kirk Cousins is the devil, so that's that. Did Joel Embiid quit the Sixers yet?
Nah, he's saying he's not caught up in the what's the name right now with the whole Harden thing. So they're gonna try to run it like they did with when what's the name didn't play, and we was winning pretty good before we was winning pretty good before
Now you Ben Simmons back.
Before Ben. Well, they ain't bringing Ben back, but Ben rapping like he want to come back. That's what's funny. And then what's even funny is like I got last year's edition of NBA 2K.
Yeah.
So I created a player, and I got him right there at the power forward position, like same height and play as Ben and shit.
Right. So, question: do you think Danny Green will be good?
Yeah, Danny Green is back.
It says the Sixers signed 3-time NBA champion. Now, mind you, he sucked in every other game except for the one that they lost to LeBron in them. He was almost the MVP in the one shit they lost, and all the other ones he scored 6 points a game. I personally think Danny Green sucks, and I think he runs with his wrist folded too much. He runs weird. I don't like anybody that runs funny. I don't like it. 5.5 points a game. That's 2 threes a game. You tell me one of y'all couldn't hit 2 threes a game if you got 6 shots? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Shitty motherfucker.
Huh?
And then they be like, yo, Danny Green is a defensive stopper. Have you ever seen one highlight of Danny Green playing defense saving a game? Nope.
How many years he played with Embiid?
Not enough. Not too many. I'm hating. So what else we got? What's going on with the Phillies?
Wait, ow.
You chopping something up?
He's cooking.
Wabi is.
Yeah, Wabi cooking. So what's going on with the Phillies? Let's see here. So do you have an update, Bolo?
Lee hit me. I gotta get my my YouTube television back on. I'm just waiting for the season to end so that start the playoffs. I think
are we locked? We're locked into the wild card spot.
Nah, we're not locked in, but I think we still 3 games in or something like that. 3 games up. Like we'll win. We winning and losing. Win 1, win 2, then lose 1, lose 2. So we playing. Just a little bit above 500 ball.
All right, let me see where we at. So it says wild card. So it says we are 1, 2. So we're 3 games up right now on the Chicago Cubs. How many so all 3 wild cards get in, right?
Yeah.
So really, it's so we're battling with Cincinnati, who is 3 wins behind us, and they have 5 more losses. So we're in a pretty comfortable spot.
Pretty much.
That's like 11 games. All right, so not too bad. Not too bad. All right. Okay, so Phillies, hold on. We're gonna probably hold on. Let's check out some Philadelphia news.
I think there's a manhunt for a guy out in Kennett Square.
Oh, did you hear about the Latino guy that escaped from prison?
Yeah.
They caught him.
That's what I'm talking about.
They caught him.
Oh, they finally caught him. Okay.
Oh yeah. Let me find that right quick.
Well, you know that's where I worked at Heaven at.
Explain.
Where that the Longwood Gardens is at out that area.
Oh, the food spot.
Yeah. Well, it's a garden.
Whatever that is. What's the garden? Explain it. Nobody knows what that means.
Yeah. It's a real nice garden. It has it's a literal garden. It has it's a nice wooded area. They got trees and what's those things called for the kids? They got tree houses and stuff like that for the kids to run up in and stuff. During Christmas time, they decorate all the trees with Christmas lights and stuff, and they have like local bands and groups performing out there, and it's a real cool atmosphere, man. It's a one big ass garden. They trying to make it into heaven, So families go out there and pay a couple of dollars and eat good food, and just enjoy a garden.
All right. Well, let's check it out. Let's hear the story about the guy that recently escaped from jail.
To this live look here in Pennsylvania, you see him right there. That is that escaped murderer. Danilo Cavalcante, 34-year-old man. He is convicted of murder, wanted for homicide out of Brazil, and was on the run for several days after escaping state prison. You see right there, police throwing him in the back of that vehicle. He is now captured and off the streets. And earlier we saw them doing kind of a photo op with him, just celebrating their capture. And I said something about he didn't appear to be injured, but just a bit ago they zoomed in on him and you could actually see the top of his head was bleeding. So not sure what went on there, but this just happened in about the past, I'd say 10 to 15 minutes or so. Actually, you can see him right there sitting on the side or inside that vehicle there. So look at the sheer amount of police it took to make this happen. This was a huge search. It went on for about 2 weeks. And that 34-year-old man, again, that being Danilo Cavalcante, is now in cuffs once again, back in custody and off the streets. And a lot of people in Pennsylvania, in the Chester County area, can rest easy tonight, knowing he
ain't
won't
nobody
be
worried about him.
He made his way into some people's onto people's property. He was captured by some trail cameras, I believe. Actually got into somebody's garage and then ended up getting a .22 caliber rifle. Looks like right now they're cutting his shirt off, might be looking to see if he's got wounds or anything of that nature, kind of inspecting him before they take him back off to jail. But again, going back to what I was saying, he had gotten into somebody's garage and actually got a hold of a .22 caliber rifle and then ended up taking off. And I had read this morning that that homeowner was able to fire around 7 shots at him as he was on the run, but did not get hit, as far as we know at this point anyway. But he continued on the run. And now, as of this morning, he is off the street. So a very dangerous person now back in police custody. So I want to go back to a post I was looking at here. So it was 8:25 this morning when the Pennsylvania State Police posted this to their Twitter, just saying a press conference announcing the details of the capture of Danilo Cavalcante is scheduled for 9:30 a.m. at the Pomar Lynn Fire Company, firehouse there in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, if you're familiar with that area. And right now we're looking again at a live look here at a chopper up in the air, watching this all go down. Looks like they're putting a different set of cuffs on him. After they kind of looks like they checked him for injuries. But like I said earlier, they did zoom in on the top of his head, and you could see that he was actually bleeding from the top of his head. So we don't know how that happened and how this all went down exactly, but this is a very fluid and active situation. Well, it's not active in terms of him being escaped anymore, but active in terms of where do things go from here and how did this all happen? Trying to learn a lot of that information, which I would imagine we will learn at...
You mean how did it happen? He cracked... He crab walked up the wall and got out of the prison. That's how it happened. The motherfucker was smart. But they said he did some crazy shit, like he killed his girlfriend or some crazy shit. And he was serving a life sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was impressive. And he even was stealing guns. He was gone for 2 weeks, but he was still in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
My first priority would have been like to find out where I am, and I'd have crossed a border immediately.
He ain't going back to Mexico.
No, still put it like this: he was on foot, and he's from Brazil. They said.
Oh, okay.
And he seems like the kind of motherfucker that he's cool with living in the jungle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to go to a store or cross at a border. You could just walk to another state through the woods.
Yeah.
But he stuck around, but he stole a gun. He was doing pretty good. Props to him, but he's in jail now. So that's that. That's why you should never go to or escape jail. So shout out to Fox News for that great report. Oh yeah, I should do some Philly news. You guys have any topics while I'm looking up Philly news?
What I've been looking up was but I haven't heard anything about the one in Ohio.
What is that?
It was a girl, a lady killed, black woman killed in I think Ohio. Pregnant was shoplifting.
Oh, the one with the liquor.
I don't know. I ain't know about no liquor or anything like that.
Oh yeah. I can show that video. 1 second.
She was pregnant with liquor.
Yeah, Michonne looked at it. Michonne went in on her. The video came out of her taking the liquor.
But she tried to run. She tried to drive away or whatever, and the cop shot her.
Yep.
That ain't get no airplay, but I remember seeing Chuck
Only
D.
on like the little side streets, but I don't watch mainstream news, so I couldn't tell. But I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't get no burn.
Yeah, well, I seen it as a tweet. Chuck D tweeted it, and then they start, they came after Chuck neck on that. Then that's when the brick face took over. So once the brick face took over.
Well, I got the video right here. Let me pull it up. You know what? Let me make sure I give my.
I didn't even see Danika's take on Brickface. I got to go back and watch that.
You know that shit is gold. You know that shit is gold. All right, and share. So this is the surveillance video shows Takia shoplifting bottles of alcohol before fatally shot. So let's see what we got. Wait, let me make sure. Yeah, it's Sharon. So she walking through the store cruising. This looks like the stores in Philly too. And she stops. She puts the basket down, gets her purse ready, and then she goes to town. Bang. Bang. Because I guess she figured the other guy was talking to the cash register lady.
They might have been together, huh?
Dude, he looked like he was intentionally distracting the cash register lady.
Yeah.
He even looked back at her.
Yeah.
Then she picks up the basket and goes back like, all right, whatever, right? He leaves. Like, who buys something and stays in the store? Yeah, he might have been part of it. Then he rolls. So what happens? Blah, blah, blah. They're walking around, blah, blah, blah. Did they show the cop thing? Oh, wait. Then here she is in the cut. Oh, she's putting them in her basket in her bag. Here. Oh, shit. I didn't even see this part yet. Oh, goddamn, bitch. And she was pregnant doing this.
Yeah.
Damn. Because the first video that I seen it, oh, it's like, damn. First she did, then she even, oh, man. Then she's standing. What's the lady saying? Something to her? So now she's over. She's in line. Oh, it looks okay. This must be like the full video. Oh, okay, that's what it is. This is all the video. Did they show any outside stuff? Okay. Oh, what's this? Oh, wait. So was this like an all-day thing? Is this a different store? Oh, no, it's probably the payment area. Oh, she got the 3 homegirls with her, too. Now, I hate to hate, but these are not the best built young ladies. And they just walk right out, and then they go right out the front door. Damn. And then basically they got into it. I want to see what happened in the parking lot with the cops now. All right, now I want to see what happened in the parking lot with the damn cops. Oh, shit, here it is right here. Let's see. Is this the same channel? No, this is a different channel, I think. What's this one? WB and let me bring this up. We'll watch this video too. See how that's resolved. Because I haven't seen this video yet. But let me give it the fairest respect. Bam. Bam. All right, we got that. Let me get through these commercials. And then we're going to get to the video. Apparently, this is going to be a video of the cops having actual contact with what we just saw.
I 29-3705 Managua, 3705. A female is hallucinating. Flexible officer attend.
Out of the car. Out of the car. Out of the car. Out of the car.
Look, why I got out the car? What I do?
Out of the car. Then get
Crazy.
out. No, then get out. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of
Damn, they already got the straps out. Hand on the hood.
Attend to 29-3705 Managua, 3705.
What's that?
Female is hallucinating. Flexible officer attend.
Hey, stop. Hey, out of the car. Out of the car. Out of the car. Out of the car.
Oh, and so
Out of the car.
this is on the,
Out
so I
of the
guess
car.
we're not going to show
They said your soul stuff. Do not leave.
the
Get out of the car.
violence.
Then get out. No. Then get out. Get out of the car.
And right here is where the cop in front, the guy that you see in the freeze frame, he shot through the front window and like shot her in the chest. And so that's what that situation was. So until you saw this recent video of her actually picking up the liquor at what looks to be even multiple stores, what's your opinion on the scenario?
You know, this is all, you know, and this is when I get into my you know, it you know, how does it compare to like George Floyd? And that's one that I'm always conflicted with because I'm trying to make the movement. We have to start owning our own, you know, businesses and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, because right around the time George Floyd happened, I was, you know, working with, you know, Rite Aid. And I had a guy that looked just like George Floyd, came in my store, walked out the door with some perfume and shit. And it's like, all right, what the fuck do I do?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because, you know, the corporations, like, you just going to let him walk out the door with the shit. But they acting like, you know, I can't even call the cops, you know, because of Black Lives Matter and stuff. So, and that same guy called me a Black Lives Matter nigga. Why he walked out the door with my shit, with the, you know, company shit, you know.
So he's like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, you Black Lives Matter ass nigga. That is hilarious.
Yeah. So, you know, it's and the Chuck D like posting it like just, you know, reactionary, like, you know, what are we doing? Why are we killing people without any context on, you know, them stealing and everything? But you know, it is like some Robin Hood. But I ain't know it was liquor.
Yeah, it was liquor. So wait, have you never had that friend or person that you met that was a booster and their thing was stealing liquor bottles and reselling them?
Oh yeah, yo, I'm, you know, I mean, listen, man.
You know, it's people in the street you met, and then I've known people and met people in the street in every city, every major city I've ever lived in: Phoenix, LA, Philly, Virginia. I've always met somebody that used to go to the supermarket. They used to steal a bunch of liquor bottles and run out, and then they resell it to people.
Yeah. We used to buy cases of 40s, and then, you know, mark them up, you know, because so we'll buy the case for what, $20, and then mark them up, you know, $4 or $5 times, you know, the number of bottles.
Well, that's called business. That's called capitalism. But going in and stealing the case of 40s.
Yeah. No, I wasn't moonshining like that, man. I wasn't Al Pacino or whoever.
They're part of that crew. They're part of what I call the boosting liquor crew.
Yeah.
And when not, most places don't lock it up, and most places kind of let you leave, and they just kind of, as long as it's not a certain amount, they kind of just call it a loss.
Yeah.
Basically and whatnot. But every once in a while, people notice it and, you know, try to stop them, or the cops are nearby, where the call, they get there before the person can leave, like this situation, and then they get into it. Now, I got some bad news for Black Lives Matter and everybody out there that doesn't understand why the cop shot this woman. Bolo, do you know why the cop shot this lady?
Reactionary.
Well, did you see the video how one cop was in front of the car, the other cop was on the side next to the door, and she basically tried to drive off and escape?
Yeah.
What do cops do when you bump their car or them with your car? What do they call that?
It's assault or whatever, ain't it?
Assault with a what?
A deadly weapon, a car.
Exactly. Anytime you bump a cop, even if you bump their car with your car, or you bump a cop with your car, or you move your car into a cop by training and law is authorized to shoot at you at that point in time, because your car is equal to the weapon in his hand. And he will legally be able to get away with that on that principle. And I'll tell anybody, if you're ever dealing with cops and you get some crazy, dude, make sure you don't bump into their car. Like, if you ever seen those car chases in California, most of them end normal. But you ever notice the ones where they actually crash into another cop car? There's always shooting afterwards.
Oh yeah, I play Grand Theft Auto. I'll be in San Andreas. In fact, I might go there right now.
Oh yeah, that new joint look crazy, but that's too next level for me. So that's the sad part. So I do understand why the cops did shoot her. Of course, they didn't know she was pregnant. They probably thought she was just fat. They didn't know. I bet you if the cops knew she was pregnant, they would have been a lot more like, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just probably thought she was fat because she was with two other fat bitches.
Yeah.
To keep it real, you know what I mean? And it's a shame, you know, because she's a lady. I'm sure she could have got a job, but I understand nobody wants to work. The jobs are underpaying you. And then you say, well, let's take the quick way out. There's a holiday coming up. There's weekends. There's birthdays. Let's just go make this quick grab. Go with my 3 homegirls. We'll take 2 bags with us. We'll both get about 5 to 7 bottles. We'll get a bunch of $20, $30 bottles and then sell them for like 15 or 10 and then make $100. Now, when you think about it after that, or you keep a couple bottles to drink too, of course, right? But when you think about that, was it worth possibly the profit you may have even made from those 5 to 10 bottles? And they did, I think, do 2 stores, so they probably got 10, 15, 20 bottles. But even still, I buy liquor. Unless they grab the most expensive bottles in the building that were like $50, $60, $70, you know what I'm saying? And then they sell it for half price at $30. 10 bottles is still only $300. Is what happens with them worth $300? What do you think about that?
Yeah, the profit, profit margin. Well, it wasn't worth it.
No, it's not worth it. But this is also a good reason. Now let's talk about how the cops are doing too much, because we don't want to just talk bad about her. The cops fucked up too, right? The cops are poorly trained, because you heard the thing about the car and the contact. The cops treat us like we're insurgents from another country. So anytime something happens, they're like, oh, I gotta just stop the insurgent from moving at all costs. It's like, no, this is a fat pregnant chick. Dude, chill. And what we need is, why I'm running for president, we need fire, rehire, and retrain all police officers in rotation. You do it at 25% of the time. You fire 1/4 of the officers. You make them reapply or let other people apply too. You put stricter guidelines on the hiring process. Anybody that's rehired, you send them back to training for new training in non-lethal, non-dangerous tactics that are not so combative. Because that cop did not have to go stand in front of her car and pull out a gun. He could have stood on the side with the guy and be like, yo, chill. And if she drove off, just let her go, get in their cars, chase him and stop him, right? Instead, he shot her in the chest. And then a few feet later, she crashes because she got shot in the chest. And she's pregnant. What the fuck, right?
Yeah.
So it's 2 dumbasses meeting at the same time, but better training, better strategy would have had that cop in a further away position that was not in front of the car, but off to the side of the car. So if he could have still had his gun out and be like, yo, stop. But if she drove off, she'd have just peeled away from him. No need to shoot her. His life wasn't threatened. Correct?
I've if I didn't have ones where they drove off and then hit people on trying to drive away and kill people, I would have, you know what I'm saying? Like the other thing happens too. Like, you let them drive off, and if they might be intoxicated and driving off and hit, innocent bystanders on the road.
Yeah, but on the same hand, you have to let them go. Have you never seen in police car chases, if the driver is driving too dangerously, the cops will break off the chase to save public life?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what you just said. You just said, if it's dangerous and he might kill somebody. Well, I'm just telling you, Your whole point is completely invalid based on the reality.
Nah, you know, they, you know, you don't know the situation of her. What she.
No, that's the law. That's the law. Like for example, you know how
I hear you.
No,
but
I'll give you a different example, totally separate, right? You know how the brick face girl faked the brick thing, right?
Yeah.
There's guys online that say she should be arrested for faking this.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, she did not make a police report.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that anybody that pulls a joke or a prank can now be arrested because it got people upset because they thought it was real. You get what I mean? It's the same concept as this driving away thing where you say, oh, well, she could possibly upset somebody and endanger somebody, so I should shoot her now. You get what I'm saying? You're now arresting somebody for a potential prank when it could have just been somebody doing, you get what I mean? So that's why they have these laws that the cop have about the contact with the car. And that's why this assumption of what they might do is not good enough to stop. You get that, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you, that's just, unless you want to go to jail for, you think Facebook jail is fun. Volo, this concept would literally mean you could be arrested for some of the posts that you have already made on Facebook previously.
Oh, that's what I complain about all the time.
Well, I'm just saying, you just said it's okay for the cop to stop him in danger. So that means you could be in real physical jail today, because if you said a post that made somebody feel like you were kind of violent, they could call the cops and say you were threatening somebody's life, and then they could now arrest you for assault. Now, see how stupid that is?
No, but I'm saying.
Oh, so that's not stupid? What I just described to you is not stupid. That's really great and smart.
No,
that's how society should work.
Well, yeah, I'll be making, funny memes still on them, whatever they want to,
I'm just telling you. Well, I was trying to give you a proportional comparison to the car thing, because when I went to explain to you about, she's like, oh, why they got a shooter? This, that, but also on the same hand, they can't let her go. But I was telling you, the reason why the cops shoot him is it's not because they're trying to protect other people. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You get that? They're not protecting them. They're protecting themselves so they can get home. That's why they're authorized to shoot you.
Yeah.
But if he just shot her like because she was driving away and she could endanger somebody else, like your example, that's similar to shooting someone over performing a prank like the brick face girl.
The brick face girl.
Yeah, because Brickface Girl pulled a prank, and everybody says she should be arrested and go to jail because she had everybody donate money, and she had everybody think she had a thing, but she never actually made a police report. Therefore, she did not break a law. All she did was the boy who cried wolf. And you cannot jail someone or shoot someone for crying wolf. And that you need better training. So if somebody like this girl, because she was probably just scared. You know how it is. You get scared. Like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Pedal. She wasn't thinking. You know what I mean? She wasn't thinking. And if she would have just had 5, 10, 15 more seconds to kind of just drive and figure out, wait a minute, I'm running from the cops.
What I get in trouble for is I actually made that post about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
the boy who cried wolf, the book, and I took the child's book and crossed out boy and wrote down bitch. So I retitled it.
I now see why you're in Facebook jail. I'm about to report your ass right now. Fuck that shit. I'm getting on Facebook right now. I'm gonna find a post and report that bitch.
So that post is on there saying the bitch who cried wolf. They might have blocked my post.
Yeah, I don't think they like that one. Yo, I was on YouTube today, right? So I'm making comments. I don't know if this has happened to anybody else yet. I was teasing Jay-Z because Dame Dash was hating on Jay-Z. And I was like, you know what? I know Jay-Z is rich. He dates Beyonce. He's one of the GOATs of all time. I was like, but I can take comfort in my middle-class life to know that Jay-Z is ugly as hell. And I put ugly AF. I put Jay-Z is ugly AF. And I'm a middle class 8, and I can live with that comfortably at night, knowing that I look better than him. And dog, 2 seconds later, YouTube said your comment has been struck for a guideline saying you can't comment for 24 hours on YouTube. I didn't curse. I didn't use any foul language. All I said was, I gave him all these compliments and said, well, at least he's ugly and I know I'm pretty. And that makes me comfortable at night. And I can no longer comment on other people's videos for the next 24 hours.
That's why I've been telling you, you know, we should change it from butthead to something else.
Well, you're slow because I don't actually type butthead in any of our stuff that goes on the internet. Okay? It says B-head. Okay?
What does the B stand for?
YouTube doesn't ask. YouTube doesn't ask. That's why when I use that, they let me post. But when I use butthead, they don't let me post.
I know.
You see how that works there, Rolo?
I'm trying to, you know.
See,
I know typing any other. I know typing
don't work. It's not okay.
Yeah, when you type more than when you type the letters, they get upset.
Nah, you can't do that shit. No. Especially Twitch. Twitch will not let me put butthead in the comments. YouTube will, but they'll shadow ban me. And Facebook don't give a fuck. And they're owned by the same nigga.
Yeah.
So what is that, right? But for some reason, like YouTube, I guess Facebook and Twitch are not owned by the same guy. It's Instagram and Facebook that are like
same metaverse.
Yeah. So Facebook will let me put whatever I want for the title, no problem, right? But YouTube, it hasn't stopped me. But I know YouTube. If you have anything that says like, unless you're like popular, but anything negative in your title, they're going to demonetize and shadow ban your stuff pretty much, and whatnot. You know what I mean? So you got to use different spellings, different words, alternate stuff like that. But of course, the algorithm is so fucking smart. This shit is upgrading, and that's what pissed me off about this whole Jay-Z thing. I put Jay-Z as ugly AF, and I feel comfortable knowing that at night. How is that a community guideline strike? Now, well, it's not a guideline strike. They told me I can't comment for the 30 days. I'm not 30 days, 24 hours.
Yeah.
Because I said Jay-Z's ugly, and I feel better about myself because of it. And I just want to repeat that Jay-Z is very ugly. I am attractive in the middle class, and it is worth being middle class to not be that ugly. And I stand on that.
They gave me a warning for the Snoop Dogg tutu thing.
What happened with that?
With they got that picture floating around of Snoop Dogg in the ballerina dress or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Nah, they gave me a warning on that. It's still up. They'll still let me go up or whatever. Because I'll put the adjective after the noun and all that good stuff. So they still trying to figure out ways to, but they'll just notice the word or whatever, and then or if you string together the alphabet, they don't like that no more.
Yeah, well that's how it goes down in the hood.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're at the 10 o'clock mark. We still got our Philly bio, Bill Cosby, and we still got some Philly news to go over. So I'm going to we're going to do a few moments break. I don't know what I'm going to use for video. We'll play a quick short Volo video as a break. Then we're going to come back into our Philadelphia news segment. I'm going to read some of the local news going on in the city, make a little fun of it as I read through it. And then we're going to get into our Philadelphia bio of the week, which is Mr. Bill Cosby, who is a legendary Philadelphian, who also knows how to knock down ugly, tall, white bitches. So that's how that goes. So let's get this video up. Go ahead, sir.
Huh? No, I just said strike on you.
Oh, what?
calling ugly white bitches.
I said tall, ugly
Birds. Oh yeah. Maybe tall. That's the word.
Yeah, that was very specific. So that is probably me attacking a specific group. I apologize, YouTube. I do not dislike tall, ugly white women. I just don't want to have sex with them.
Yeah, I went to the barbershop now, and I have a whole new thing on the B word.
Right.
when we come back, I guess.
Right. So we're gonna go with the return of the Neo Volo Show as a short, quick break. And then we're going to come back and get into our different little segments here. Let me bring that up.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Hip Hop Culture. This is your semi-host, Volothamp Tautology. And today I'm going to be on the My Part of Town podcast tonight at 11:30. Still talking about, the culture and what we need to do to bring it back and take it to new levels. I just wanted to say a quick good morning to everyone. I'm still going to be talking about this word war X that's going on. In one corner, we got Ibram X. Kendi, young professor, 40 years old. He's the self-titled anti-racist activist, and he has his book, How to Be an Anti-Racist. He represents the left side of the pentagram, whereas John Mahorter, another established professor of the arts. Let me look up his bio real quick. I should have been a little more prepared, but I'm gonna be real quick. Just, John McWhorter, 57 years old, and his book is called Woke: Racism and How It's Destroyed Black America. So I'm gonna elaborate a little bit more on that and talk about how they pitting our brothers against each other, how anti is representing the Democratic side and how woke is representing the Republican side, and how they're using these two men or these two ideologies or trying to redefine what we are, black people, as being anti-woke. I'll talk to y'all more about it later on, but y'all have a good day. I'll definitely be on tonight, and I'll elaborate more throughout the day. One. God damn it.
In the game. Right, here we go. All right, so we're gonna do our Philadelphia news portion segment. So we're gonna put it on. Let me put Philly news in the comment. I'm gonna read through some Philly news stories. While I'm going through these news stories, did you hear any crazy Philly news stories in the last day or so, Wolo?
Nah, not no Philly news story. The only one other thing that caught my mind was the Kamala Harris celebrating her. She's a 50-year hip hop party.
Oh my God, that shit. Was Tupac still alive?
I'm still pissed off at that one. There, she was listening and smoking weed and listening to Tupac back in the 80s. Shit.
That's your homegirl. I can't even deal with that shit. Now, I will say, I just met this cute little broad 2 nights ago who just moved into my building. She just moved here 2 months ago from India. My name is Anthony. Her name was like Anhashra. Well, basically, it was like Anthony if I was from India. Her name was like Anthony, but Indian, right? And dog, she was built like, she was fine as hell. She was built like Leah. I was like, damn, you kind of like little Kamala up in here. She's like, I was like, yeah, you know, sniffing ain't easy. But I gotta see her again, and I slipped because I was drunk as shit. This is like 2:00 in the morning. I was stumbling in the house, drunk as fuck, and I was getting in there. She was getting back for her. She was getting back from her. I was so drunk. I told her my name, everything, but I forgot to tell my apartment number, or like I was too drunk. I said I'm too drunk to talk to the phone number because I don't like to talk to women when I'm drunk. So, question, Volo, do you talk to women when you're drunk or sober?
I haven't been drunk in a while, man.
Oh, that's on you. I don't know. I know why we got the camera up. I don't know if he can say it, but I don't know if he likes to talk to women drunk or sober. But that's the game. Big stupid machine. He's muted though. He's chilling. But we like his background. We appreciate him being in the house with us. Team game. But let's see what's going on here with the Philadelphia news. I'm gonna read through some of these stories and cut up for a few minutes. Then we're getting to Bill Cosby as our Philly bio, and then we'll close it out and get the fuck out of here. So they're really totally obsessed with this Daniel Cavalcante. Now, I'm not gonna lie, his name sounds like food. Yo, I ate 3 Cavalcantes today, and I'm shitting my ass off. You know what I mean? That's what it sounds like. But whoa. But maybe that goes in prison, right? But he survived off of stolen watermelons and planned a carjack so he could escape to Canada. So he did have a plan. His plan, he's going to eat watermelons
seen on surveillance video
and then go to
scaling up
Canada.
a wall and escaping from the Chester County prison. The Brazilian native using the thick brush and hilly terrain of Chester County, as well as tunnels at nearby Longwood Gardens to evade hundreds of law enforcement officers looking for him.
Seemed to like to.
Now, me back in the day, I also used to use the hilly terrains of Chester, but that was on a fat woman named Stephanie. So that's how that went down. I'm never going back to Chester, by the way, guys. Don't go to Chester unless you want a woman with bullet holes as a sex slave. But the pussy is good. So that's the great part. Let's see what else is going on in Philadelphia Common News. It says, look, everybody, Daniel Cavalcante, get his cock out of your mouths. Every story is about this guy. Daniel Cavalcante. How canines, how the dogs felt about him, how the cats felt about him, how the bitches felt about him, how that bitch that Stephanie that I used to be up in the hairy pussy that he was hiding under felt about him. This is some bullshit. Side note, never go to Chester. But that's just, I just want to say that for your safety. Oh, here's a new story. Here we go. We got a story. It says a juvenile and PICO worker among 4 people was shot in North Philadelphia, police say. Unfortunately, we don't know this person. Let me read this story. 4 people were shot, including a juvenile, in North Philadelphia on Wednesday night, according to police. One of the people was shot. It was a PICO worker who was shot in the buttocks. Yes, shot in the buttocks. Yeah, they shot him in his ass. That's how you really say it. Shot in the buttocks. All the victims were shot in different body parts. Of course they were. Niggas can't shoot. You think they were picking out body parts? No, they shoot like this. Bow, bow, bow. Eyes closed. These weren't even probably the people they were shooting at. But they hit them all in different body parts. Apparently the guy who was shot in the buttocks was most important. Apparently nobody had a more embarrassing shot. All the victims are in stable condition because shots in the buttocks do not kill. So if you're ever mad at your lover, shoot him in the butt. You won't kill him. That's how you save love. At the time, there are no further details on the shooting. Well, I know one further detail. Somebody's butt is hurting.
I see.
Was that Evo?
Yeah.
He
just said, okay.
Ass, Evo. What did that nigga say?
He said, okay, I see.
I see. I don't like him talking shit like that. That feels unsafe. Bolo, are you okay? Bolo, blink twice if you are safe.
I'm good.
Oh shit, he's not safe. You're supposed to say save me, nigga. It's over with. All right, man. Well, you know, all right. Well, I'm gonna be the first nigga to talk shit about you at your wake, so don't worry about it. Like,
and then he fall right back to sleep.
Oh, it's so what he calls sleep. So let's see what's going on out at the Jersey Shore. It says something out at the Jersey Shore. Said a warrior of some sort. A wounded warrior surprised with the parade as they kicked off his free vacation at the shore. So what? Man is dead after being shot multiple times in West Oak Lane in Bang Bang?
Yeah, West Oak Lane is Bang Bang Lane.
Bang Bang West Oak Lane, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Johnny with the yellow shooting glasses. Bang Bang. Shout out to Bang Bang, man. Hampton fam. That's my man. This is his neighborhood. It says a man is dead after being shot multiple times on the 1600 block of 68th Avenue in West Oak Lane before 8:30 p.m. on Wednesday night. That was literally like 5-6 hours ago. The man was in his early 20s, man, and had wounds through his body that was taken to a nearby hospital where he died. Jesus Christ. Just after 8:30. So a young man in Philly died tonight, just blocks from many of our parents' homes that are on this television show. So very uncomfortable. No weapons were found and no arrests have been made. And on a side note, bitches ain't shit. I don't know why that fit in there, but I just had to say it. What other stories we got? I'm gonna do a couple more minutes of stories. I'm gonna go to the 10:20 mark, and then we're getting to Bill Cosby. The Double Dutch King in Deptford. My dad lives in Deptford, New Jersey. That's where all the black people of quality go to hide. If you don't want to be around,
I am a genius. Did I get a perfect SAT score?
Go
Was I a doctor?
and hang out with the Double Dutch King.
No.
We're gonna watch this story. Shout out to 10 Philadelphia. I probably should be giving them some kind of fair use credit here. I'll just copy their website and put it in. But we're gonna listen to this quick story, then we're gonna get into Bill Cosby's punk ass. Oh wait, we're not there yet. Wait. Oh, here we go. 1 second. Let me pause it. Pause. Run it back. Get the volume up. Make it big.
Welcome back. A Deptford police officer is being praised for his skills, but these are skills that he didn't even know he had.
No. Officer Xavier Robinson had been working security at the Deptford Mall during a community event in the parking lot. That's when he literally jumped right into action. As NBC 10 South Jersey Bureau reporter Cindy Long explains, he became quite the crowd pleaser.
You might as well just call him Xavier Double Dutch Robinson. This is video of the 23-year-old cop and Deptford native jumping in on community fun at a football fest event on September 2nd. Robinson had been working security at the Deptford Mall when he took a break to check on a fellow female officer on a hot day.
Just trying to go about my duties and everything, and sure enough, DJ called me out. Hey, give it up for Deptford's finest. Does anybody want to see this officer do some double dutch? I've never double dutch in my life. Sure enough, I got roped into it. So
the crowd was loving it.
See, in the video, you can see like part of my gear fell off my vest, and I caught it halfway in the air. So it was something I was like, wow, I didn't know I could do that.
Robinson has always been a fan of jumping rope for cardio.
It's a lot harder than what a lot of people think.
He thought, how hard
he was dying.
It went on longer than I expected. And I was like, all right, I think I got the hang of this. So I just kept jumping.
Officer Robinson wasn't just jumping double dutch. He was doing it wearing his 25-pound ballistics vest and Jumping just one rope with all this weight? Not easy.
It earned him a bit of a title around the station.
That's usually, or the Double Dutch King now that he's got this.
He hopes it will inspire people to stay active.
You feel great. It's almost like a euphoric feeling.
Community
You start jumping
policing.
that rope, the blood's rushing and everything. Your heart rate's up, your breathing's up and everything. It's a good workout.
And Xavier going viral. I mean, he's one of the best guys we got when it comes to working hard and playing hard.
In light of the extremely tough year Deptford police have endured with the loss of one of their own, this happy, fun, energetic enthusiasm while building community ties, it was a welcome break from everyday police work.
Everyone was cheering and everything. I feel like that brought the human side of it. And they were like, oh my gosh, this is not just a cop. This is the human that likes to jump rope and is good at it.
Reporting in Deptford Township, I'm Sydney Long, NBC 10 News.
So that was very positive and whatnot. So final comments before we get into Bill Cosby. What's your comments on the jump roping and community policing?
Oh, jeez.
I think it's the way to solve things in the city. I think one of the biggest problems with the cops and the people is we don't community police anymore. And the people don't know the cops and the cops don't know the people. And therefore, you're going to shoot somebody you don't know.
I shared a video 3 weeks ago of a guy I went to college with, and he was at Vernon Road, and he was talking. There was a guy jogging in the neighborhood with a gun on his hip, and they captured the whole video of him talking him down on why he, just questioning him jogging around with the gun on his hip. And they call for backup and everything, and they detained him and everything, and it was a cool video, but they took it down because he was able to talk him down from jogging in the neighborhood with a gun. So I'm just it is a little double standard on, and it's not a little, it's a lot of double standard on what gets reported as far or what they want us to share as far as when you're dealing with cops and being a part of the community and everything. Yeah. So the jumping rope it's cute and everything, but it is seem like it's on the same tip of being insincere, like Kamala throwing a 50th anniversary hip hop jam.
Well, that was the greatest thing. I'm gonna think we're gonna save that for Noodle Free. What's today? I don't know. We have to say that for Noodle Free Monday. She gonna be the noodle of the week for that one. Even though it's next week, Kamala Harris is noodle of the week for Noodle Free Mondays next week. We're gonna watch a full. I might make the whole show just a full video of us just reviewing her shit and talking shit. Matter of fact, that might be Bolo and Butthead's Techapalooza, because that's some Beavis and Butthead shit right there. Right? So that's gonna be some Bolo and Butthead shit. This Saturday, we're gonna review Kamala Harris' 50th hip hop. We're gonna use technology, because it's a technology show, to review Kamala Harris's 50th anniversary hip hop celebration and talk terrible about that one.
What is his name?
I figure YouTube already hates me.
I'm mad at you forgetting people's names and stuff. I'll be forgetting these reporters and everybody's name.
What race is he?
He's black. Don
Lemon?
No.
Roland Martin?
Yeah. Roland Martin and shit. Because he's all throughout all the pictures and everything. Like he down with hip hop too, And
question, Bolo.
Am
I a racist because once you told me he was black, I knew exactly who it was?
Yeah, exactly.
You guys better still vote for me for president. I'm not a racist. I just know every goddamn.
Technically, it makes you anti-black racist.
Okay, good. Wait, what is that? that is like being LGBTQ plus. Wait, what am I? Wait, what am I? I'm a cis. I'm plus cis.
Anti. Oh yeah. Well, That's why I keep telling you not to just use the B. You got to actually explain what the B stand for. You know, they own the rights to that B.
Oh, did you see the new video? There's a new video out about I don't think it was Vice, but somebody got a bunch of the Rainbow Crew together, and they're having a debate about how the LGB, so lesbian, gay, bi, needs to be separated from the TQ. So you know how we're having the ADOS FBA shit?
Yeah.
The Rainbow Crew is now having we need to separate LGB from TQ. And the one guy that was arguing, you know what he said? He said, well, the problem is that the LGB community is getting a lot of people upset from basically straight gay guys that go in cross-dressing and people think it's trans. So he says it's kind of like, you know how I talk about, I don't know if you ever get to talk about sex versus gender, right? XY chromosome, XX chromosome is sex. Gender is the hat you wear in society, brother, father, mother, sister, whatever, right? Well, it's the same concept with LGB and the TQ. LGB is basically their version of sex. You're either lesbian or you're gay or you're just bi. You do both. That's it. Cut and dry. That's like the basic. That's the basic. And then the TQ plus is like all that other stuff plus that P word, right? Don't get it started. So they're like, okay, you guys are inflating both. Like, no, we're over here with it. And I got a couple homeboys that record music and whatnot, and they're, you know, they're on the team, and they're the same way. They don't like the TQ plus side.
This is the whole dang, oh jeez. I gotta start waking up.
You got to take energy drinks or drink coffee before the show. In fact, I'm about to take a shot of coffee right now.
Yeah, I just drank a little bit, but I just drank it.
What do you drink big cups of coffee or small cups?
In 8 ounces, but I pour it over ice. I've been on my iced coffee tip right now.
New strategy. So I'm gonna teach you something about prisoner life. So prisoners like to work out, and they don't want to spend all their time putting in all that water, drinking all the coffee, right? So instead of pouring the full cup, they'll use the same amount of coffee, but they only put this much water in. So they only make it like a shot, like an espresso shot. So you still get the same caffeine effect, but you get it all in one quick banger. Instead of sitting there for 30 minutes drinking sip after sip after sip. Because while you're drinking, a lot of the up you get is going back down while you're finishing the rest of the cup. But if you just
Dave Chappelle, man, like I keep, because I'm all over the place when you're dealing with what the letters mean and everything. And Dave Chappelle, his original skit that caused the whole sticks and stones breaking my bones kind of concept. That's basically what they're reliving in when they was trying to cancel him for making that video thing, which was funny. But you know, like I think we've had debates on Dave not being funny, actually being funny. Being a great storyteller, though. I do see Dave as one of the greatest.
Dave Chappelle is funny.
Huh?
He's
a great storyteller, man. I think he's a real good storyteller, so I do like Dave.
Would you say he's very similar to George Carlin? How like George Carlin was funny, but he wasn't hilarious funny, but he was a great storyteller funny.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember George. Do you have one George Carlin one-liner joke in your brain, or is every George Carlin thing where he goes on the rant, where he's like, "Yo, the government doesn't like you, and you're not friends," and blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not your typical kind of joke, fam. Because that's the kind of jokes I do, and motherfuckers look at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Like only like really smart motherfuckers and people that respect me get my jokes. But like strangers, if they got like any little bit of hate in their heart for a real nigga, they be like, what is this bitch ass nigga up here talking about? But then I get off the stage and I was like, oh my God, that was brilliant. That was genius. Ooh, I even got some dope news. And I need to call this person because I just found the card. But about 3 weeks ago, I did a show and this girl was recording the show and she gave me a card. She said, hey, if you want to be on TV, get his phone number or call. Now, of course, I was completely drunk. So I put the card somewhere weird and didn't find it until 2-3 days ago.
Oh, geez.
So we'll call it in the next couple of days.
Okay.
But see, so you saw that coffee I poured in. You can't probably see through the light. You probably can see the dark. That I only have a small portion of this.
Okay.
I put a little sugar in. So I'm instead of it being like a full cup of coffee, it's almost like a short espresso. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because you know, do you ever deal with the did espresso? Like I'm talking to you like a drug. Hey, dude, have you ever did a line of espresso, bro? What am I asking him like that for? Well, coffee and cocoa beans are made into other stuff, but have so it's like espresso. So in the future, don't drink the 8, 10, 16 ounces. Pour 2 to 4 ounces, but use the same amount that you would use for 8. Still put your sugar in. I dropped a little cream stuff in. This little light brown in here. You can't see it because the lighting is terrible, but there's a little light brown going on here and whatnot. Little foam. You can see it in there. And then we're going to bang it. When you hit your chest. Woo! And then you go lift weights and fight on the weight pile in prison. That's how jail guys get up in the morning and go do their weights. They don't drink a full cup. They do a shot. And then they go out there and, getting the whole prison grape thing and, butt sex, all kind of weird stuff. Luckily, we don't have to deal with that. Thank God, right? Jesus, all right? We're lucky here. So we're going to get into our Bill Cosby bio. Anything else you want to say?
We done went so many different places.
Well, that's what makes it such a great show. Philadelphia is everything.
Well, you know me. I'm strictly about my culture, our culture, should I say? And the Roland Martin thing is funny because then on the other side is Jason Whitlock, and Jason Whitlock is so anti hip hop. It's fucking funny as shit. It's like, dude, you got to stop dissing hip hop. Like,
you know what I found funny about Jason Whitlock? I find him to be the biggest hypocrite, probably next to Jesse Lee Peterson, because Jesse Lee Peterson is knocking down white guys. So there's something slightly religious about that, right? But Jason Whitlock is always talking about Christianity and God and love. But he says he'll never get married, and all he does is flirt with women. His nickname in the street. Do you know what his nickname in the street is, Volo?
No.
Big Sexy. He's known because he fucks a lot of young women because he's rich, but he's repulsive and fat. Now, you even hear him trying to talk about how he needs to lose weight and shit on the show.
He does.
He knows. You heard? Go ahead.
Yeah, he does do his gluttony thing.
He knows he's physically repulsive. He knows he's disgusting. He knows nobody who has sex with him really loves him for him. But he talks all that religious, righteous, God. But he's gonna leave that studio and go buy a prostitute and do drugs with her and have sex. Allegedly. Big Sexy Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock, you are a bad man. But if you got a couple of extra bitches, we are in LA and I would like to kick it. So let's turn up, nigga. Anyway, but that's Jason Whitlock. So I could at least respect Roland Martin because I know for a fact Roland Martin gets no pussy and he cares not about being fat. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, but yeah.
Roland Martin gets no pussy and has no plans on getting pussy. And he ain't even gonna try. Like, I'm not even gonna lose weight, nigga. I'm just gonna die at 57. Right? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, we did.
So I think we
But
should
then
show
he-
some respect to Roland Martin and whatnot. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
I try, but then he's such a noodle.
Oh, he's such a noodle. He's such a fucking noodle. So what is this most recent bitch assness?
Who, Roland Martin?
Yeah, Roland Martin is on some bitch ass Democrat.
No,
what's that nigga name? That's the other bitch ass nigga right now. Cornel West.
Oh, Cornel West.
Motherfucker, Jimmy Dore is like, this motherfucker's out here. He said his whole campaign is to promote Joe Biden. He said this nigga came on here and was like, we just need to get rid of niggas like Trump. Joe Biden is the savior to this shit. I was like, nigga, you are running for your own candidacy. Why are you sucking Joe's dick in your interview? Black Bernie Sanders. I never thought in my life that I would look at Cornel West and think to myself, bitches ain't shit.
And Tim Black has been on his campaign now, and it's like he's another one that irritates me.
So what is he, dick sucking or hating?
Who, Tim Black?
Yeah, with Cornel.
Oh, he's dick sucking Cornell.
Oh my God, this guy, he did the same with Bernie, and then he's gonna Tim Black is a Democrat too. Tim Black is part of the grift and the industry political plant of independent middle-range people whose job is to pull people away from Republicans and independents, drive them back towards the Democrats, and then quit before the election and then tell us all to vote for Joe Biden's fucking retarded ass. Motherfucker can't even finish a sentence. Motherfucker can't even walk off a stage. Motherfucker can't even stand. You know what? I can't get no motherfucking votes. I'm gonna whoop all y'all motherfucking asses one day. All 380 million of y'all, I'm gonna whoop y'all. Y'all better never let me be president. 90% of y'all are going to Guantanamo first 100 days. I swear to fucking God. I swear to fucking God. I will you vote for these bitch ass niggas.
So that's why I've been trying to reel it back.
Go ahead, man.
I've been trying to reel it back to the 3 registrations. Like, I am registered independent. A lot of these black people are saying that they're independent, but they're registered Democrat. You're a Democrat. The niggas stop.
Well, you know what? I will be fair to them. So, for example, let's say you wanted to help sabotage the Democratic Party. So let's say, hey, I kind of do like Bernie Sanders, but he's running as a Democrat, right?
Yeah.
But I don't like Hillary. I didn't like Joe, right? So if I'm an independent, I can't help fucking Bernie knock these bitch ass niggas out. So even though I'm not a true Democrat, I can help Bernie knock them out, which gives not only a better chance there, but a better chance to the independents that I have, because now we got multiple independents in the race, and now we can pull from the Republicans to the middle, right? So I do see a logic, but let's be honest. I don't know a single black person that is smart enough to even understand what I just explained. They have no idea what they're doing. They don't know that. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're a registered Democrat, asshole. At the end of the day, because that was the plan. Like, hey, we'll all register as Democrats and we'll vote for the outside nigga, right? So then we can fuck up the main Democrat shit, and then our middle people will have a better chance of success because the main Democrats will be knocked out of the race because we got the off the wall Democrat nigga in. You get what I mean? See, we talking war right now. Now, I'm sure if I look at my phone, this stream has been ended, and there is a sniper red dot on my shoulder. Why now? But guys, that's why you would register Democrat if you're smart. But 90% of black people register Democrat because they're stupid. That's all that is. So who you voting for, Rolo? Joe Biden?
Nah, I'm trying to introduce the new. Like, I wasn't with Bernie either. I
liked him at first because I fell for the bullshit that he was actually against both sides, and he just only picked a side because he had been around. And he basically was saying that I couldn't get anything done in Congress without fucking with all these dirty bitch ass niggas. So if I wanted something to pass on my independent joint, I had to suck a little Republican and Democrat penis, right? And then, but then when they fucked him over and cheated him in the runs and cheated him in the primary and badmouthed him and all this kind of stuff, what he was supposed to do is say, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm getting verklempt, and I don't like the Wiener Schnitzel, and I'm going to run independent. And then you know what they said? Oh, you're going to do the Ralph Nader and ruin everything. You're going to do the Ross Perot and ruin everything. Well, look at Black Ross Perot. I'm ready to fuck some shit up over here. And that's what he should have did. But what did he do? Well, Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton is as close to what I want. So everybody that likes me should go vote for Hillary Clinton. And that's just what Cornel West is going to do. Cornel West is going to be like, now, due to white supremacy, I have to pull out of the race. Even though I have 79% of the national vote and I've already won, I'm going to pull out of the race, and I would suggest that everyone that Joe Biden's campaign is similar to mine. Go vote for Joe Biden so we don't split the vote and lose to the Republicans. Cornel West is out. Prediction. Do you agree?
Claude Anderson, he said,
Dr. Claude Anderson, the greatest black man alive, and we let them die broke. Just like Jesus, Malcolm X, and everybody else. All the great black men in history die broke because we hate great black men.
He said it best. You have to bribe politicians. You have to give them cash. So I donated to what's her name? Tulsi. I gave Tulsi some cash to hope beat Biden.
I ain't gonna lie. The only reason I was sending Tulsi some money is because I'm looking for that bitch OnlyFans. She is sexy as fuck. She like Wonder Woman, bitch. She like a 50-year-old Wonder. Go Tulsi. Hey, let me hit that shit. I don't care if she married. I'm ready to fight her husband to the death over that shit. Anyway, go back to what you saying. You donated to Tulsi?
Yeah, I donated. I gave Tulsi some cash to run against Bernie and Biden that last election. Since I'm not registered Democrat or Republican, I can't vote but I did give some. I gave her some cash. That's how you make your vote. You give that person that you like, give them some cash. Try to help them out to promote to win or whatever. But it is what it is.
Well, and in perspective, that is correct. So recently, you remember, I don't know if you remember, there was some girl named Pearl that was this white lady that was like a red pillar who was, talking bad on women. And a lot of black guys were out behind her when she said some racist stuff. And the people basically explained that, and you may know who Obsidian is. He's from Philly. He basically was saying that the reason he supported her was basically, I'm going where the money goes. I'm going where the money is. Who gives a fuck? And he basically was saying that politically, everything else, that pretty much America is for sale. And it's not about morals or choice. If you want a policy passed, just go give some guy $150 million in a trip to Barbados and you'll get it passed. And I'm like, yeah, but on the same hand, that means America's for sale. So that means if somebody has enough money, could they possibly pay a politician to put all black people back in slavery? Does that sound theoretically possible based on that?
I guess so. It is systemically racist.
I mean, according to Obsidian, a lot of the people that say, hey, buy your politicians, all politicians may be bought. That's why they need the donations. Why is Joe Biden asking for fucking $5? Bitch, you got money. Shut up, right? But they ask for money to promote. You're the president. Just get on, just do a live stream, nigga. Vote for me, bitch. Promotion done. What do you need money for, right? Fucking scam artists. I hate these motherfuckers, man. And we still keep going. But anyway, see, I got off track because I got mad at Joe. What was I talking about? I got mad at Joe just now.
I don't know. It's easy to get mad at Joe. let's talk about Trump then. I know.
Oh, it was the whole donating and money situation and promotion, advertisement, things of that nature. I was bitching about and buying your politicians. Now this is true. Did you notice how after Joe Biden got in, the Asians got together and threw a bunch of money and they got that Asian hate bill passed fast?
Yeah.
That wasn't because Joe Biden felt bad. You get what I mean? That's because Hunter Biden did a lot of coke and was like, I'm going to need 75,000. We'll get that Asian bill passed because I hate black people too. By the way, shout out to Hunter Biden. My birthday is this weekend. I would love to see you at Six Flags. I even got my fuckboy hat on like you backwards, Hunter. See? Fuckboy look. Six Flags this Saturday. Oh, by the way, my birthday is on Sunday. I'm going to Six Flags this Saturday. I have my season pass and whatnot. I plan to be, oh shit, I don't know. You think Six Flags is watching? They won't know. I plan on taking 2 bottles of tequila liquor to the park with me and leaving one in the car. Filling up a water bottle this big with one. Drinking it the first half of the day from about 10 a.m. to 2. Let's hope I don't get in a fist fight. Even though I'm there by myself, but I don't want them to fight one of the kids in the park. Possibly. I hate these little fucks, right? So I'm going to drink that, and then I'm going to take a lunch break. I'm going to come out, smoke a blunt in the parking lot as the security walks around and I act like I'm doing nothing. Then I'm going to get my second bottle, come back in around 2, 3, eat, and then I'm going to ride the rest of the roller coasters till about 12:30, 1 o'clock. And then right about then, my body is going to say, Carl, you've been drinking liquor all day and riding upside down. I need you to go throw up somewhere over here. And right after that, I'm back. Happy birthday. So you guys all wish for me to throw up sometime about 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 days from now. Excellent, excellent. And let's check out Bill Cosby. Any other topics? So I'm looking at Bill Cosby's bio.
I think we covered it all.
I think we've covered it all. Yeah, that's my thing. I'm gonna be cutting up on these shows now. Fuck. I figured nobody watch this shit. By the time everybody figure this shit out, I'll be president. All right, it'll be too late. Like, gotcha, motherfucker. It's too late. Did you know the president had this show? Too late. All right, and closed Iraq and built a wall around Memphis, Tennessee, and Florida, and put all white people back in slavery in the North. Nigga, like just in the North. Everybody in the South is free, but in the North, I'm gonna put all white people back in slavery just to fucking niggas' heads up. Like, wait a minute, we let y'all free. That's why we paying you back. You ruined the black family by letting us free. That's why I'm not putting you back and say, I'm gonna show you. Go ahead and set us free, motherfucker. You caused the bloody summer. You caused for Wall Street to burn down. You should have left us enslaved and kept treating us like dogs. Like those wonderful former Democrats that are now Republicans and Republicans that are now Democrats did. Because there was a Southern strategy switch in the 60s after civil rights and the women's lib passed. And a lot of conservatives will not admit this. And they'll say that the Democrats were the slavery people. Conservatives will not admit that there was a switch in the 60s due to women's lib and civil rights. And that's when the party switched over. And really the Republicans now are the old Democrats. And the Democrats now are the old Republicans. Which means there is no two parties. Would that make sense, Polo?
That's how Thomas Jefferson started it, did it?
Yeah, no, but just side note, Thomas Jefferson got hoes, so don't be disrespecting that nigga, man. just to keep it real. Thomas Jefferson got bitches. I'm just saying. I don't want to be, putting this shit in the street, but Thomas Jefferson got hoes, dog. So, they call him TJ on the strip, right? This is my new flow. I'm just gonna be cutting the fuck up. Why not? I'm gonna wait until I'm gonna do this shit until I open up my email and it's like YouTube has sent you an email about community guidelines. I'm like, fuck. Yeah, I was just joking. Shit. Ah. Meta and YouTube and X, like, wait a minute, Elon Musk, you let Twitter go and you sending me an email too, nigga, like Elon at 2 Elon. Like the day Elon Musk blocks me, I'm just gonna go live in the woods and just have a dog and just buy a dog and die alone, like Kevin Samuels told me to do. All right. Let's check out Bill Cosby. Well, this show was in overtime. I'm acting a goddamn fool, but I blame Bolo. It's all Bolo's fault. It's all Bolo's goddamn fault. He coming in here with all these thoughts and shit, all this free thinking. You better cut that shit out, Bolo.
They do make a gig like that.
Yeah, man. I don't appreciate all this free thinking. So let's check out this short bio from the biography channel on Bill Cosby, our Philly bio of the week. And this is a mini bio. He has been freed, so he technically didn't do nothing. Same as Michael Jackson. The FBI said it was clean. But we know Bill Cosby loves these hoes. Let's get it in.
William H. Cosby Jr. was born on July 12, 1937, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Hey!
Early on, Bill realized he had a natural ability to make people laugh, even in school, where his teachers noted he was working at making people laugh and not at his books. When he flunked the 10th grade, Bill joined the Navy, completing high school through a correspondence program. The young sailor went on to receive an athletic scholarship to Temple University, but it was off campus where the college kid would discover his real talent. While tending bar, his witty sense of humor prompted higher tips and suggestions that he try stand-up. So he did, performing stand-up in various clubs. The funny 20-year-old was discovered by Hollywood legend Carl Reiner, who encouraged him to pursue a career in entertainment. A few years later, Cosby made several appearances on The Tonight Show, The Mike Douglas Show, and the
I just want to pause and say Bill's fro is flawless in all these photos. Damn, that fro was clean. That was the official baby fro. That's the Kobe fro. This is where Kobe Bryant got his fro from. Just a sec.
Ed Sullivan Show. His big break came.
I know, even though we don't like Kobe, he is technically from Philly, so that's where he got the Philly from. But past that, fuck that nigga. Yeah, oh wait, actually, R.I.P. Kobe. I'm sorry, Kobe. But previous to his death, I had bad stuff to say about it.
1965, playing Alexander Scott in I Spy. Bill broke racial barriers by being the first African American to star in a weekly dramatic television series and the first to win an Emmy. A comic at heart, Cosby took a break from TV drama to work on his comedy routines, releasing several albums that garnered him 6 Grammy Awards.
People my age, we would memorize big chunks of Bill Cosby albums. They were just a huge influence.
Bill's stand-up was always clean of profanity and focused on his personal life and experiences with fatherhood. The PG-rated comic often criticized Eddie Murphy and others whose acts were filled with obscenities. Knowing the importance of education, the college grad returned to school and earned a master's and PhD in education from the University of Massachusetts.
He was very proud of the doctorate that he got and the fact that he really did feel he was as much of an educator as he was an entertainer.
Wanting to bring the focus of children and education to television, Dr. Cosby became involved with the PBS series The Electric Company and created the cartoon series Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids.
It was cool because he was like, hey, it's the Fat Albert Show coming at you with music and fun. And if you're not careful, you might learn something before it's done. So you're like, all right, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to get with the music and fun. I'm going to watch out for the lesson because you're not going to teach me nothing. You're not going to teach me anything, Bill. And then when the show was over, you're like, I did learn that I should be nice to my neighbor.
Cosby's kid appeal made him the perfect choice as Jell-O's spokesperson for 30 years. When not working on children's programs, the versatile actor hit the silver screen with a successful streak of films. But it was the small screen Bill would really impact when he produced and starred in one of television's most popular and successful sitcoms of the 1980s, The Cosby Show. It was the first television show to portray an upper-middle-class African-American family.
People didn't just like the show, they loved the show.
Yeah.
They adored watching Bill with the kids.
Dissatisfied with the lack of positive portrayals of minorities on television, Cosby also produced A Different World, about a group of
Which is
African
why I
American
went to a
college
black
students.
school, Hampton
The
University,
1990s
baby.
brought several ups and downs in Cosby's career. In 1992, the TV Dad taped the final season of The Cosby Show, with the last episode being one of the highest-rated shows of the season. Unfortunately, the same wouldn't be true for A Different World, which was canceled a year later. Hoping to make a comeback on the big screen, Cosby starred in Ghost Dad, a comedy that flopped at the box office.
Ghost Dad was
Taking
whack.
a break from making films for several years paid off when Bill returned with the 1996 hit comedy Jack, starring Robin Williams. An advocate for education, Bill continues to support universities, donating to Spelman College
done
and
gave
various
mad money,
charities.
yo.
And Cosby
You know what they
continues
didn't
to
do? They didn't
teach
give him
kids
money
through
back when he got
television
locked up.
with the
I'll tell you
children's
that.
series Little Bill. Bill Cosby is a comedic legend, a movie star, and an educator. His wholesome family image has even garnered him the title America's Dad.
Nice, Bill Cosby. Side note to the whole process, Keisha Knight Pulliam eventually did go to my alma mater, Hampton University. So not only did A Different World inspire me to go to a black school, did you know that the place where they ate in Different World, where everybody ate lunch at and whatnot, was modeled after the Hampton University Student Union that I used to go to. So the place where I used to eat, the show was modeled after. Did you know that, Bolo?
No, I didn't.
Yes. So you remember how they used to go to the little restaurant on campus and they're like, oh, let's go to the joint and eat that shit?
Yeah.
At Hampton, we had a restaurant, like a little campus restaurant that served burgers and fries and shit like that, like on some 50s shit that was inside of our student union. And so that's where everybody went to hang out, like in between classes and shit like that. And the Different World was designed after that.
Yeah, Ron worked there, I guess, right?
Who?
Ron,
the light-skinned guy. Yeah, at the restaurant. Yeah. He worked at it. I forget what it was called. He used to have a very specific name, like the Cantina, and it was like the same name. But anyway, that was made after the one in Hampton. And the funny thing is, last time I went to Hampton, which was years ago, they built like this whole new building. Like it used to be a one-floor building that was kind of like just like a gym with a big room where you used to have parties in, and they had the restaurant area. I went back and shit was like a 2, 3, 4 building, like. And Harvey, the president, just left. So shout out to Hampton University, one of the top 3 black schools in the country. And apparently, according to Deion Sanders, only 1 of 3 good black schools because Jackson State is hurting. He's about to win a national championship.
I'm rooting for him.
I'm rooting for him, but on the same hand, this is my thing about the Deion thing. He's a great coach. He's a great motivator. The kids love him. He has the NFL experience. He knows offense and passing and corner stopping. That's why they're doing so great. But you know why I'm pissed? Because this does nothing for black people. Colorado has been part of the NCAA college system for at least 100 years. Safe to say, for 100 years, Colorado has been stomping Jackson State and Hampton and everybody's ass. Is that fair to say?
I hear you.
So Deion, he goes to Jackson State. He wins for 2 years. And then in his 3rd year, he gets pissed off and wants to leave. And then what do some of the people that support him say? Oh, he did everything for us. So would you say, Bolo, after 100 years of getting your ass whooped, you go compete against that for 2 years, and then you leave and go team up with it? Did you do anything for the other side for that 2 years, really? Or was it really just kind of a stair-step grift?
Where did Jerry Rice go? He went to Jackson State?
Mississippi State, I believe.
Oh, he went to Mississippi.
Okay. Yeah, Mississippi State. I believe he was in Mississippi State. Tons of great black players. Dude, a lot of Hampton University players made it into the league. Dude, Rick Mahorn went to Hampton. That guy,
okay.
DJ Envy, the guy on the Breakfast Club, the light-skinned guy, DJ Envy. He was my young boy, nigga. He was 2 years beneath me.
All right. I ain't got beef with him. He cool.
And people was like, yo, this dude Envy. And I was like, he was one of my young bulls. Like, all my young bulls used to hang out with, because at Hampton, they give you something called Big Brothers and Little Brothers, which is basically any older person at you at the school is either assigned to you specifically by a counselor or you'll adopt a nigga, right?
Yeah.
And I had a bunch of little Pennsylvania niggas that was like my young boys. They was like 2 years behind me. And I was like the old head super senior nigga, right? And he was one of them, but I didn't really know the nigga like that. And then as we got older, it's like, oh yeah, me doing this and that. I was like, damn, I remember this little young nigga and shit. And now he the fucking man and shit, but now he a bitch ass nigga.
So yeah, he's all right. Just the other boy I don't like.
Oh, Charlemagne, the lesser charge.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, he got that polite flow. He got that. I get 15-year-old girls drunk flow. What are we gonna do about it?
Polite is he's hilarious. That's going back to the other theories and things like that with him having enough women and wives to be satisfied, but it clearly wasn't satisfied.
I just I'm speechless.
I'm glad I did it once for you today.
I just don't understand. Like, okay, so I've been black for a long time. Probably since the day I was born, 47 years, right? And I've always known about the black community, the pro-black community, the Hotep community, the 5%ers, the 7%ers, the Muslims, the NOI Muslims, there's two kind of Muslims, everything else, right? The super militants. And I will tell you, I don't know what it is about the pro-black leadership, but there always ends up being a whole lot of pussy. And I used to tell women, because she'd be like, oh, I like this guy. And she's like, oh, he on that Hotep, you my queen shit. I said, yo, that nigga's a pervert. She's like, no, he on that queen Hotep. I said, babe, yo, stay away from that dude. If he's talking that Hotep, Jesus, goddess, queen shit, he thinks all women are queens, if you get what I'm saying. You're not better than the next queen. I don't think you understand this. You get what I mean? And then Jesus, it's always some bullshit. It's always some weird, freaky shit. It's always some sexy, weird shit. Fucking African Bambaataa. I can't even Planet Rock. Did he even do Planet Rock? I don't even know, but I don't even know if I can Planet Rock right. It sounds weird now. Planet Rock? What rocks are you talking about? It's ridiculous. Jesus Christ. Well, we're at the 11 o'clock mark. You got anything else you want to talk about? I think the video about Bill is good enough. I don't got to read the Wikipedia and act stupid.
Nah. Bill's is a very unique story because and how it relates to polite and all these weirdos. Because when teaching my son, I do find myself doing the picture page thing. I do find myself trying to create my own Fat Albert show with him. You know what I mean? Let's draw our art to create our own kind of thing. And especially with the mathematics and everything, it is coming from what I learned through my college studies, but also relating it to how, because Bill is one of the hip hop legends. Because he was the ones that was like, yo, I'm gonna draw my own thing. Picture page. We used to watch picture page like, like that was like going to class. To solve the little puzzle or whatever with his little special pen and
with the little B pen.
Yeah. So it is growing up with him being Father Knows Best. He had the #1 show, Fathers Knows Best for Black people. And yes, he is under attack, but at the same time, he should have known BAS back then,
Well, these hoes is fine. I mean, the same thing that got him in trouble was probably the same reason why he was the first guy to get an Emmy. The first guy to be in that, because you know why?
Yeah.
He was working backdoor networking, and he did Playboy Mansion things.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hugh Hefner, who's not in jail for some reason. Right. And then while he was there, the guy that was an NBC network producer was there too.
Yep.
And then they beat something down as a team, and they was like, you know what? I like you. I like you. You ever heard of a guy named Sidney Poitier? Yeah, he does stuff like this too. Have you ever seen his wife? Loves the milk. And so that's how he got so big. But then Bill Cosby would do what Asians and other good. He took money from the mainstream and he filtered it to black schools.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He kind of betrayed their trust a little bit. Like, they're like, yo, nigga, we let you in. We let you on Epstein Island, nigga. What's happening? Why you giving these niggas money? They're like, all right, fine. We gonna find a big chin white bitch to talk shit about you then. Fine. Damn, Bill, why you touch that ugly bitch? She ugly as fuck, niggas. I seen pictures of her when she was 19. The bitch was ugly back then. And you gonna grab this ugly bitch titty?
Bird. I call them birds.
She's busted, bro. Yo, you ever seen Tango and Cash and they're like, yo, you broke that jaw? That's how I felt when I seen the bitch that Bill Cosby touched. I was like, yo, you touched that titty? Like, you should sue her for even making it available to touch, nigga. Like, bitch, why is your titty so close to me? That's $20,000 right there. But that's
Skeletor chin.
Oh my god, she's so ugly, bro. Oh, wait. This is why I'm in YouTube jail right now, because I call Jay-Z unattractive. Oh, sorry, I can't call nobody unattractive because I think I'm cute. I'm unattractive. Can I say that? Oh shit. Well, should they shut my shit down yet? No, my shit, it look like it's still running.
We still up.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. Well, I've established my presence on YouTube. So I don't mean to brag. YouTube, don't try to flex on a nigga because I'm talking a little shit right now, my nigga. But YouTube has flagged me about 7 times on multiple channels in the last 2 to 3 years between Cat Poop Crazy and these videos and my other videos, right? Every last one I have challenged and they told me it was okay. So now I think they know who I am. So I'm kind of allowed, as long as I like. Why do you think I keep going through all the bullshit with the names and the credit shit, right? And I keep the logos on the screen and all that. All that shit is so if they do say something, I can just like, nah, hold up. I did it the way it's supposed to be done. They're gonna look at it and be like, he did give him credit. He did put the shit on the screen. You know what I mean? It's not the majority of his show because basically you can't use a video that's more than 30% of your show. So if your show is an hour long, you can't play anything longer than at most a 20-minute video that you're going to review. So let's say you did a 3-hour show, you could only review one 20-minute video. But if you do anything more than that, or if you do a longer video than that, and your show was 3-4 hours long, it's got to be 30% of your video. But if it's more than that, somebody can flag you because it's considered a violation of fair use. And that's why people stop the video. And that's why I talk over it. I try to get Vo to talk over it, but he's an asshole. So, that's never going to happen. But we're at the 11:07 mark. I guess we got 8 more minutes, so we'll call the show ending. We'll finish out the show with the gaming report, Volo Speaks, and stuff. What's going on in the gaming world, Volo?
I'm playing Zelda actually right now, Tears of the Kingdom, and I found another tower and I'm trying to figure out how to activate it. So I'm crawling down a deep dark well to see if I can figure out how to trigger it. Just playing the game and enjoying, one of the greatest gaming systems of all time, and that's the Nintendo Switch.
Well, until the new Nintendo comes out in 3 months.
Yeah, I guess so. But this does have, I talked to D-Real this week. I tried to talk him into getting one.
Wait, is he still in Arizona?
Yeah.
Did he end up marrying another Ratchet type chick like that other chick?
Nah,
I know he had to know with some chick out there in church. And I was like, did Daryl marry some Ratchet crazy bitch?
No, she's a good woman, man. Leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? Leave him alone.
All right,
He doing good.
Catman D. Catman. Yeah, I love him. He's pure. He's one of the people that I call pure. There's a rare set of people that everybody has met. And this is probably about 1 in every 50 to 100 people you're going to meet in your life. And they're what I call pure people. Like, so pure, it's a fault to them. Like, they're so nice. And it's, oh, really? Oh, wait, so you're really going to pay me back?
and for the audience, that's why when you asked me last week if I seen him hit the girl with a brick, what would I do? I'd just shrug my shoulders. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to hit a bird with a brick.
Now, on some low-key marketing shit, I kind of want to start making Nerf bricks. You're like, Nerf, you know how they soft, but it looks like a brick, and you can just throw it at a bitch. Like, shut up. It's like, you're like, what was that? Oh, brick a bitch. In a Nerf joint, dude. And just put, oh my God, just put some name on it, like, shut up, hoes. I don't know, just something. Put like Andrew Tate's face on it. Just something. But a Nerf brick would make me $1 million easy. So Nerf, if you listen to make a brick. A Nerf brick though, because you don't want to hurt anybody, because hitting women is wrong.
There it is.
Unless you used to be a man. Allegedly. That was.
Now, and this dude done got captured in the basement of a cave. Like, how did you get? He in behind bars on this drum.
What's this?
Zelda. Zelda, yeah.
I don't know. That sounds like he's dating one of my ex-girlfriends. So I think that's okay. So we got 4 minutes left. Give me some final words, Bolo.
That's about it. I'm gonna do some research also for Saturday. It looked like Apple did their electronics show or something like that. This couple days yesterday or so.
15 is out. The Apple 15.
Yeah. So I might watch a little bit of it and do my commentary on that, I guess.
We'll do Techapalooza for sure.
Yeah. For the next show on Saturday. I'm not scheduled to work anywhere, so I should be available Saturday. You know.
Cool. Hopefully, I don't get drunk and forget.
Yeah. That always happens too.
Last Saturday, I was sitting here scratching my nuts and drafting on Madden, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was sitting here Saturday, fuck it. Then the next day, I woke up and was like, "Oh shit! I think I was supposed to do a show yesterday." And then I was sitting there like, shit, I'm about to sit here and not do shit today too. I said, no, Carl, you can't do that, man. You gotta be responsible, Carl.
I'm trying.
I don't have children. See, you have children. You have family. Yeah. You got like women's and families and wives and you got all that shit. So you get like a reprieve. What is my excuse? I didn't do the show because I drank too much. Dude, this is a bad excuse, bro. Not because I was tired, not because I was busy. Nope. Just drank too much and felt like playing video games and just said, fuck it. And on that note, I would like to blame my parents for failure. But I love them. They did their best. They kept me alive and gave me food. So there you go. What more can you ask?
They cool, right? Man. I was over there last Saturday. That was very interesting. You know, happy birthday to Shells, 55 years. I had a ball. I stole all the chicken and left.
Fuck yeah! It's the only one reason to go. Steal the chicken and leave. Shit. What do you think January 6th was about? It wasn't about running in on the government. They were trying to go in there and steal the chicken and leave. You know, and they still put these guys in jail. It's terrible. Any other final words, Volo?
That's all, man. Let me go get some sleep so I can go to work tomorrow and, you know, get some cash to pay these bills.
Excellent. And shout out for Wabi, even though he's out, he left the phone on, staying in the cut. So shout out to Wabi, the guy, Wabi Peace. Check out all the stuff that's going on with him. Google him. He's got lemonades. He got parties. If you're in Arizona, go hang out with him. He's also got friends in Burning Man that are probably selling their bodies just to get home. So hit him up if you want to get a woman for cheap or a man for cheap. I don't know. I don't know what your thing is. You're weird, right? We got a show coming up this Saturday, which I may or may not be drunk enough to do, called Volo and Butthead's Techapalooza, where we are going to discuss the I-15 release out by Macintosh and all those guys and the features and how Volo's going to plot on getting that in 3 years from now after he gets the Mac Studio, after he gets the land in Africa and Uganda, and then builds a school. So then he will get the iPhone 15. Well, actually, it'll probably go backwards. He'll get the iPhone 15, like, forget that. I'll get the 15 first and then work on the other stuff. So that's this Saturday. Monday, we got Noodle Free Mondays, which our noodle of the week will be Kamala Harris for her 50th hip hop celebration. As you know, she knows nothing of hip hop. She probably was doing some Bollywood shit. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, love is good. Life is better. Please, whoa, stop the press. Stop the presses. What does that bitch nigga say?
He said a whole sentence too.
The nigga was interrupting me like I couldn't hear myself. I'm trying to talk about it out now. Hey, yo, who the fuck is talking over me? I'm like, yo, see, he picked this shit up from you, Volo.
And then he went right back to sleep.
That's that bullshit. He ain't sleep, nigga. Wake up, Emo. Wake up.
It was like he mumbled, all right, finish this shit up, nigga, bitch ass nigga. Cut this shit off.
I'm trying to sleep up in this bitch. Like he paying rent. Like he paying bills. The nerve of this motherfucker. I'm telling you, this Skynet AI shit, man. I'm telling you, you need to throw that motherfucker away, man. He's going to sleep around his ass.
I'm about to get Zuckerberg to cut this. I'm about to get Zuckerberg to cut him off real quick. I'm going back to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, like, yo, I don't even know what he said. The nigga was just basically telling me, shut the fuck up, nigga. Like, what? And I shut up. I was like, oh, excuse me, sorry, sir. What did you say? Emo, I know you hear me, and I'm watching you, boy. I'm on your ass.
As soon as you said his name, he was like, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Don't play stupid, Emo. First 100 days, you're going to Guantanamo. I got a nice, dirty cell that'll dust up your material when you're in there, buddy. You're going to run like my PlayStation 4, loud and poorly and hot. Okay? That's going to be your... What? You still talking shit? I'm going to get out of here before I get in a fight with Emo. I'm already in jail on YouTube. I don't need no more jail because I'm disrespecting robots. That's going to be the new shit. All right, so we out of here, man. That's the end of the show. You know what? We got 13 minutes left. We're going to close it out in the 30-minute mark. But the show is done. But I'm going to go play one of Volo's offensive videos. That's about 13 minutes long, and he's going to take us to the 30 mark, which is 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for staying up late with us, Volo. Also, damn, there's a roller coaster called the Strawberry Blaster. God, you know what? Before we play this Volo video, I got to look at this shit. I don't even know what the fuck this is, but I want to see this shit. Now,
oh, that's right. You're doing what's the name on Saturday? So you won't wait till Sunday then, huh?
Oh no, I'm going Saturday for sure.
No, I'm saying, but for the show, you're gonna do the show on Sunday then.
Oh yeah, Sunday.
Whoa,
this is something called the Strawberry Blaster. I don't know what it is, but this shit look lit. It looks like a booster joint.
Yeah, it looks like yeah. Ooh, that's really nice.
Jesus Christ. Was that legal? Oh, this shit was crazy. What is this? Woo! Woo! This thing like it's moving, dog. Yo, these new roller coasters. This shit long.
Yeah, they got one at the old country called Pythagorean or something like that.
Pythagorean theorem type shit.
Nah, it was
this
named
right here is a bad
Greek gods or whatever.
It's a long ride.
Pathalon. And what's unique about this one is that it boosts you. It goes up the hill, but then it comes back, and then you do another boost, kind of a thing.
Go ahead. What you saying?
It changes tracks on you. So when it initially boosts you your whole thing, but it only boosts you enough to go up halfway up the hill, and then it goes back, and then it takes you to a different area. Then it boosts you enough to go through the whole 200-foot hill or whatever.
Nice. Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to get on that next summer. Next summer might be my goal, huh?
Yeah, that shit was crazy. I'm like, where the fuck is these roller coasters? That Strawberry Blast shit was lit. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's gonna be at the park you going to on Saturday?
Nah. I just totally randomly came up while I was looking for your videos and shit. To play one out, and I just saw the name. I said Strawberry Blaster, and I said, man, let me see what this is. And then that shit was just like, hell yeah. They got some shit called the Racers, where it's like dueling booster race cars. So it's similar to that, but it's like it only has like 4 people per car, like it's 2 race cars and shit. And it's like 2 boosters, and but it's not that elaborate. But they do got some stuff. I really wanted to go to these other parks, but it was like they had a 70% off sale at Six Flags. I had to take that season ticket for $90 for this year and next year. Free parking, discount. Come on, who doesn't jerk off on that, right? 2 trips, it's free. So I had to get that. So they changed my whole shit. But we're gonna finish out one of all those videos to make you guys feel extremely uncomfortable. Before you go to sleep, let's find something about 8 minutes long. Oh, here we go. So, it looks like Willow was hanging around David Carroll when he is this talking about repetition is the mother of what, Willow?
Skill.
There it is.
Figured I'd just make a video, I guess. I don't know where to really go with this. It's just boring out here in space. Everybody just repeating the same thing. It's like I want to repeat and elaborate on the topics and subject matters that I've been sharing with y'all, especially when it comes to the 3 fates of mythology, and, created, caused by me and my son watching Snow White, because just to reiterate real quick, Snow White of 3 women, Snow White's mom, who isn't a part of the movie, and then the Wicked Witch or the Wicked Stepmother, and then Snow White. So you're dealing with the 3 fates of mythology when you're dealing with protagonist, antagonist, and that 3rd character. Which we're going to work on when it comes to storytelling and things of that nature. But I'm trying to I'm trying to figure out which way to really attack this, and I was going to, when I get back to the chronicles related to Brittany, that's Griner, that's in Russia jail, to cross-reference religion, politics, and science, cross-reference Brittany being a political figure, her, gender being the science, and religion and how that's involved, and how our current government is conflicting and convoluting the 3 by using casuistry and sophistry and all this other critical stuff to confuse the masses, and using buzzwords like critical race theory as it relates to anti-racism, just like they be racism, fascism as it relates to anti-fascism, nonsense. That's why most of the stuff on that's all around me when it comes to the videos and stuff. It's like, okay, come on, y'all, let's start telling the truth. Let's start building. Let's get back to making creative stories. Let's stop stop lying about. You know what I mean? Just be lying to be the most popular. But I guess, you know, you got to do what you got to do to get that money. And that's what it's all about. It's about trying to get that money. And that's not what hip hop's about. Hip hop's an American culture. It's created by us, the children, in the 1960 Civil Rights Movement. So whenever I talk about hip hop, I'm really, you know, referencing Malcolm X and Malcolm King, Kwame Ture. Yeah, they like to throw in other names. I mean, they even throwing in Marlon Brando. Like he's part of that movement, and it's like, yeah, we go again. They go to critical race theory, or should I say the white critical race theory, you know, depending on what side of the, you know, white and black line that you're on, you know. We trying to deal with three dimensions. Should be a triad to, you know, once you get to that fourth, you know, you're talking about that quad, you're talking about, you know, time. And I say money is time, and people look at me like I'm evil. When I'm just trying to explain equivalence, especially when it comes to socioeconomics, especially when it comes to man, woman, child, talking about a family. There's still more families, especially in the black community, but they go to counter, they go to critical race theory, which is implying black supremacy is the evil that we look out for. And then there's the hypocrisy. That's why I'm kind of stuck on subjects right now, because we're still in the mode of who decides what we talk about when it comes to religion, politics, and science. Who decides? Who decides who the leader is? We talking about me and hip hop. I say who the leader? Big Daddy Kane, they go rock him, and we'll use Cool G Rap. That's 1, 2, 3 right there. 3 right. And then of course they're gonna say people want to ask about Chuck D, KRS-One, you know, the real heads, you know, even Ice-T. You know what I mean? Like they'll ask about the real heads, the old heads that helped board it, you know, they ain't gonna ask about Schoolie Dead, you know, shout out to Philly. But you know, I'm kind of going on and further than what I really wanted to do with this rap with y'all. And, you know, I ain't really trying to throw it. I ain't really trying to crazy, well put together. Just wanted to say hello because a couple days since I did it. And I'm trying to explain why I'm kind of slow on really putting together something that's like, all right, they go to thought. All right, now let's take this to a whole nother level. I guess I'm looking for a response from y'all. I guess in the comments section, if it's something that y'all want me to rap out or elaborate on, when going back over Bolo Show and the Daddy Bolo Chronicles and what I'm trying to point out when it comes to the mathematics of life, especially when it comes to hip hop being an intelligent movement. And, you know, just trying to, you know, let us sit that God gave and be humble to the Most High. Not to no knucklehead. I ain't no. You don't want to do that. Be humble to no double. But that's what the doubles want. They doubles want us to be to them, or the anti-theists, should I say. It's not to be confused with the atheist. The atheist has an open mind and considering what does the empty set mean? What does the empty set really mean? Do we include the empty set within the set of life? And you have to. The anti-theist wants to destroy everything, like they don't care. But I guess that's all I really the rap. I ain't want to get to the politics today, I did get into the religion. I have no choice because you know I do see hip hop as the equivalent as culture and religion. You know, I hear a lot of people saying it's just a culture. Very, very few say it's a religion. I try to say Malcolm X was Islamic. Martin Luther King was Christianity. So we Islamic Christians coming together under not a socialist ideology, but a community, a civilization. That's what Kwame Ture was trying to, you know, but they turned us into communists, and the communists, right? Or the fascists. The anti-fascists is the fascists. Emmy, Joe, Obama. Yeah, I don't mess with Joe Obama like that. But I did enough. I did enough damage to the game. You know, I get back with y'all later. I just want to drop something real quick and they won. God, that is hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop.
That is the end of the daggone show. Let's close it out with the overlay of the logo. And I guess my instrumental. And we're out of here. Listen to that. Well, jam out for the last minute. Our Part of Time podcast. Thanks everybody for coming through. Shout out to Mr. BAS. Peace out to Wabity God. And peace out to Polo Party.